Headed to Starkville, and the drive is headed back to the Casual Pint North Shore. Join Fan Run Radio for another Football
Knoxville,
Friday
get ready.
Live The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock. It's 3:01 on a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in East Tennessee. Live in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios, and getting down to it, just me and Bear this afternoon. Dropping like flies around here. Walker has been...
He's got like the Ebola.
He's laid low by the death spore. Bob Baskerville's staking his claim to the Crest Cup. Trey Wallace coming up on the show, by the way.
You think Bob's? Remember when Tony took Meadow looking for to look at colleges? Remember that episode?
Well, I hope he doesn't kill a guy while he's out there. Spoiler alert.
Hello, rat. Just Bob saying that in the Midwest accent. Hello, rat.
So it's just me and the Bear this afternoon, just the two of us.
It's like old times, Russ.
Just me, and we get some of our old buddies on. Trey Wallace, Mark Nagy on the show today. And maybe we'll talk to some of the people this afternoon on the old phone line. How about that? That sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me, buddy.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. I love it when a plan comes together. You gotta plan things, you know? You gotta plan. That's what my therapist tells me. You gotta plan things, Russell.
You've got a therapist?
Off and on. You can't just get up and expect things to happen. You gotta have a plan. As a coach, and coaches are the best therapists. They say failing to plan is planning to fail.
Anyway, we've got a plan here this afternoon. We got a lot to get into. We got to decide what we got to do to keep Tony Vitello sticking around. Can't let that guy go. Got to have a plan for that, right? You're just going to let the most popular man on campus walk? Can't do that.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
It's not an option. It's not an option. Although I do feel like the thought that we ended the show with yesterday is probably the best case scenario. And this used to happen with Pearl all the time. For you old timers, remember Bruce Pearl, like we were always afraid he was going to leave us in the offseason. Oh, he's going to the NBA. Oh, he's going to Kentucky. Oh, he's going to Memphis. He's going wherever. And he never left until he was forced out. He had to leave. He left himself, whatever happened there. But we were always worried, and he never left. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with Tony here, hopefully. And the thought that we ended the show with yesterday was this is a good thing for Tony if he comes back, because he's going to spend a week or so with his name attached to all these Major League Baseball jobs. And not just, you're not trying to get him to go manage the silly White Sox or something either. No offense, CG. But he's attached to the San Francisco Giants, one of the most tradition-rich and storied franchises in all of Major League Baseball, and the freaking Atlanta Braves. Would you're a Braves fan or you're not? I mean, that's America's team. That's TBS. That's Hank Aaron. That's Tom Glavine. That's Maddox. It's all those guys.
Crime Dog.
So like that's pretty cool, man. Nobody talking about Jay Johnson to go manage the Giants. Ain't nobody talking about Michael Early to go manage the Atlanta Braves. Ain't nobody talking about Sully or Dave Van Horn or what do you call your boy over there in Nashville? Short Bus Corbin.
Oh, special ed.
Special.
Yeah, from Crank Anchors. Special ed. I still think he wears that batting helmet to bed. Such a weirdo.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, maybe this turns into just another sign that Tennessee baseball is the rock star program. I just can't imagine that he would leave, man, after you just bought a sprawling property in West Knoxville. They just finished the stadium, and we've had this odyssey of trying to get Lindsey Nelson up to par. I remember talking with him about it in 2019. 2019, we've been waiting 6 years to get to this point, and we're finally there, and you're going to leave right before it's done?
Yeah.
No way.
You're probably actually not going to be making as much money if you take that job. A lot less job security. I mean, they'll fire you. You get fired quick in Major League Baseball if you're a manager. I've heard rumors that what they wanted him to do was to be like a bench coach. They were going to bring back, what's his name? The guy who won all the World Series. No, seriously.
Just bench coach?
Bocce, is that his name?
Bocce.
Who's the manager?
Butch Jones?
No, the Giants manager that won all their World Series.
Oh, Bruce Bochy.
Bochy. They were going to bring Bochy back and wanted Vitello to be the bench coach for a year or two and be the manager.
He ain't going to do that. I'm not worried at all about that.
No.
I'm not worried at all about that. You're going to go leave your empire at Tennessee to go and be the Bruce Bochy's bench coach? No, that's not going to happen.
I mean, he won't. I mean, now the one thing is, though, he could probably wander around the streets of San Francisco and nobody would know who he was. Unlike here, where he's treated like, a rock star, literally, like people flip.
I don't think that's appealing to him. I think he likes being the rock star.
Yeah, he likes strolling into the room, looking around,
walking the streets of San Francisco. Do people even do that anymore? I mean, but between dodging all the urine and feces and the fentanyl flopping bums out there, the bum brigade.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not that up on San Francisco. What all's going on out there with?
Oh, we all know. We all know.
I mean, do they have a feces and urine? No, I swear. I swear.
I know. Okay. I don't think Tony is going to go and be somewhere where he is anonymous. I don't think I'm not like Tony Vitello doesn't do anonymous. Tony Vitello likes
he's on national
eyes
TV
on him, and I think that is a major draw for him to stay in the SEC and build this program. So again, we'll see as he talked to different people. Oh, he's out recruiting. He's recruiting in California. He's recruiting in Florida. No, he's actually interviewing for the Giants job. You know what I would do if I were Tony? I would just let it linger, like Dolores O'Riordan in the Cranberries saying. I would let it linger, and I would let people think that, yeah, I mean, he's on MLB Network at the draft. The Giants are talking to him. The Braves are talking to him. That's what you want, man. That's like Jake Crane said on the show yesterday. You should be flattered that all these people want to hire a coach. Doesn't mean we want them to hire the coach, but that they want to hire the coach. Yeah, I mean, that's a good sign, because we've had a lot of guys, particularly in football here through the years, that ain't nobody wanted to hire. Nobody wanted to hire Derek Dooley.
What an idiot.
Nobody was beating down the door to hire Butch Jones away from us.
Butch Jones is ass.
And sure as hell ain't nobody trying to hire Jeremy freaking Pruitt.
Cornbread.
He did have a 10-year show cost in his defense.
Nobody tried to hire him. Nobody was coming to hire him before the show cause. Nobody's coming to. I mean, getting a show cause for Jeremy Pruitt. Oh, you had to show cause if you want to hire. That would be like me preemptively in high school saying, I will not accept any dates to the prom this year. That would be, it's like, oh, don't worry, Russell. They weren't beating down the door. Anyway, it's not a problem. Yeah, Jeremy Pruitt, show cause.
Well, I mean, they wanted to, Saban wanted to hire him back as defensive coordinator.
That's what no, he did not. The Bammers wanted to hire him. The toothless drunks in their wife beaters, beating their wives in their trailers, wanted to hire Pruitt back. Saban not trying to hire Jeremy Pruitt back. Ain't nobody trying to hire Jeremy Pruitt.
Okay.
Maybe to be the guy who takes out the garbage or does Saban's laundry or something like that. Tony Vitello ain't doing nobody's laundry. Ain't taking out nobody's garbage. You see the Shedeur Sanders guy yesterday? You see that?
The pantomiming? I finally saw the video, and I thought the be-all, end-all of just silliness was, I mentioned it yesterday, was Arian Foster back in the day speaking in pterodactyl to you guys on the beat.
Well, that was still weirder than this, but this is the NFL. There's a different standard for a quarterback in the National Football League. And for a guy who the knock on him is doesn't take it serious enough, he's not invested in the right things, and he's kind of immature. That's only going to further those narratives.
Reinforce
right
it.
Now.
This is why he didn't get drafted. Nobody was going to risk that kind of money on that kind of they aren't going to risk a first-round pick. I mean, something that valuable and somebody you might think has maturity issues. And
go
ahead.
The people who didn't see it, they stuck a microphone in Shedeur Sanders' face yesterday in the Browns locker room, asked him about what he thought about the quarterback change from Flacco to Dillon Gabriel, and he went full mime. He mimed his response. Like, I didn't even know we still did mimes. First of all, nobody likes mimes.
No.
That was a running joke growing up the 80s and 90s. And because nobody liked mimes, like, you just stopped hearing about mimes. I hadn't thought about mimes in a long time until yesterday. And so they ask him about it, and he starts miming a response, like moving his mouth, but there's no words coming out. And everybody's just looking at him like, are you serious? Like, what, I'm looking around. Is this candy camera? Like, what is this one of your reality things? Is the other Sanders brother going to come out with a camcorder right now? This is for your YouTube channel. So, like, what's going on? And then a Cleveland Brown staffer came over and awkwardly ended the interview. Like, all right, you guys got to go right now. This is not good for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, what
a knucklehead.
Yeah, he's torpedoing
what
his
a
own
knucklehead.
career.
And I was telling Baskerville yesterday, it's like, there's part of me that kind of wants to like this guy, that kind of wants to give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh man, it's got to be tough being primetime son. Like, there's all that hoopla around him. And, maybe now he can get away from that and become his own man and just sort of go to work, put your nose down, go to work and earn your position. Yeah, you might have to ride the bench for a year or two, but we all know he's got talent. We saw those Colorado games. He can run around. He can throw it a little bit. Maybe he gets his opportunity, but you see stuff like that yesterday. It's like, oh man, this guy's hard to root for.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
This guy's hard to root for.
It's really surprising. I mean, Deion was, prime time, but you never saw him do anything crazy like that. But
Deion could do it. Yeah,
Deion
did
he's a first-round draft
all the
pick.
time. Like Deion's one of the greatest athletes of all time, and he could dictate things to teams. He could tell the Braves, I'm leaving to play this football game, and I'll be back for our playoff game later tonight. And he could tell the Falcons that, hey, I'm going to play with the Braves. And those teams would put up with it because he was such a good player, such a proven commodity that he had that kind of leverage over those teams. This kid doesn't have that. And he's not doing himself any favors right now trying to win a job. Nate Ament bumped up to number 1 overall in the 247 Sports. I guess this is the final rankings. It is kind of strange. I was telling John Reed out there, it's kind of weird to me that they redo the rankings one last time right before the season when all these kids are already enrolled at their schools.
Yeah, it's like, why? I mean, it's dumber than the preseason AP poll in football.
Well, I mean, I get it. Like, there's more information to come to light, so maybe you want to, if there's a change, you go ahead and make a change. But part of me almost feels like the season has kind of already sort of started, and it's kind of like cheating. It's like going back and you're not going to go and redo the rankings after their careers are done. It's almost like a redraft. You ever see those? Like,
yeah, I always find
going
those
to
really
redraft.
interesting.
It's
The
like,
hindsight is 2020 draft.
Well, it's like, duh. Yeah, we wouldn't have taken Will Levis in the second round if we knew then what we know now.
Sure.
Some people did know then.
Ndamukong Suh would have been the number 1 overall pick had everybody known.
Now the number 1 player in the 2025 recruiting cycle, he jumps up from number 4 to number 3 in the 247 composite rankings. He was previously the number 4 player in the class, so he jumped Darren Peterson, who's going to Kansas, BYU's AJ DeBonsa, and Duke's Cameron Boozer in the final rankings.
I've probably asked you before. I'm assuming that's Carlos's son.
Well, yeah, he's got twins. They're 2 Boozer boys at Duke this year. John Shire signing a new deal, contract extension at Duke. Shout out Dookie Dave.
Yeah, Dookie Dave seemed happy with it. I always forget how obnoxious he can be until we get towards basketball season and the Duke stuff starts up. But I love Dave. Love him a lot. He's my boy.
To be fair, when you say the Duke stuff starts up, Davey never talks about Duke. You talk about Duke and call him Dookie Dave. And that's the Duke stuff. So it's
you refer to him as Dookie Dave as well. But.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that he's not starting the Duke stuff. That's me friendly ribbing. You, on the other hand, have convinced yourself that Davey is banging the Duke basketball drum and that it annoys you when it's really just you telling everybody that Davey is a Duke fan.
Well, you are my therapist, Russ. I'm working through some things.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show. 966-3435 if you want to call or text the program this afternoon. When we continue, our old friend Trey Wallace joins the festivities. We'll get his thoughts on this Bama-Vanderbilt game. That's where he's at this weekend. And we'll also get his thoughts on Bobby Petrino taking over the Hogs. What does it mean for our matchup with Arkansas a week from Saturday? We'll get into it. Little SEC football talk coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers. Rogers led the Panthers to a 42-35 win over Central last week, accounting for over 400 yards of total offense, with 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns, as Powell remained unbeaten on the season. Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law. 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axel Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axel proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axel, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same. Hardin Valley Drive in West Knoxville. Hardin Valley, looking forward to being out there. Hope you can come out and see us. I'll be getting my car serviced during the show. Killing two birds with one stone. Multitasking.
It's never been done on radio.
I've never done it. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they don't find anything wrong with it, right? My brakes have been squeaking. That's what I'm.
Yeah, I really hope not, because I don't want to, because you know how it is with your car. If they usually find something, you'd have to step away for a few minutes while they explain everything to you and tell you how much it's going to cost. And then.
Yeah, I like that too. When they explain, well, what you got, your rotors are burning down here and we got the alternators clicking through. And I'm like, okay, we could do this, this, and this. I'm like, yeah, I guess you better do that.
How much is that going to cost?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll give me a good price. I'm banking on the fact that it's me getting it worked on. They know I'm going to be on the air, that, maybe they'll give me like the what do you call that? The repeat customer discount or something like that.
Loyalty.
Yeah, there you go. Loyalty
Reward.
I'm a loyal guy.
I'll tell you who's loyal. Our next guest.
Trey Wallace of Outkick is on the line. Good afternoon, Trey. How are you, sir?
I am doing splendid, boys. Getting ready for another wonderful weekend of football. How about y'all?
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. The off week, because I could just kind of sit around and veg a little bit and take in the other games. I do wish there were a little bit better night game lineup than what we've got, but that afternoon slate is pretty juicy. I know you're going to be in Tuscaloosa for Alabama and Vanderbilt, and let's start there, Trey. What do you think? Are you buying into the Vandy hype right now, or are they about to get a heaping helping dose of reality from the Tide this weekend?
See, I think that's the problem with some of the folks out there in the college football world. Like, they don't know what to make of Vanderbilt. They don't know if this is some kind of smoke and mirrors, and all of a sudden Vanderbilt. Okay. Better way to put it is, I don't think the AP voters, which hell, they don't know how to vote anyways, but I don't think they knew what to do with Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech once they were entering the polls. I think the same thing right now is you're looking at Vanderbilt. You see 5-0. You see wins against Virginia Tech, South Carolina, Georgia State, Utah State, whatever. And you don't know what to do with them. And I think this is a squad. And I would not be in Tuscaloosa if I didn't think this was going to be a game on Saturday. If I didn't think Vanderbilt was not all, like I said earlier, smoke being blown, stuff around Diego Pavia and whatnot. Like, they actually, if you go look at it, man, they got a good football team. Like, now, here's the thing. They might not have the 2 deep like Alabama has, or the 3 deep at certain positions. But I think they've got it on offense. You look at their offensive line, you look at their receivers, look at their tight ends, running back, look at their quarterback. And then at the same time, I think their defense is managing enough that makes them a good football team. And I know that's hard for folks to wrap their head around. But at the same time, we've seen schools like this kind of come out of nowhere, in a sense, and start putting up crazy numbers. And I don't know, Russ. Like, I'll be honest with you, brother. Like, Saturday, Alabama could win that game by 14 to 17 points, and it's never really that close, like 14 to 17 points. But I got this weird feeling, this thing's going into the fourth quarter. Alabama's going to win, but I this sneaky little feeling here that Vanderbilt, it is them against the world. They don't care about anybody else. And I think it's a close one. Like, I will say this, like, Alabama players, I was right there next to Josh Pate last weekend when this happened. Alabama players are coming off the field in Athens. They started chirping about Vanderbilt. They kept saying Vanderbilt's next. Vanderbilt's next. Like, as they were going to the locker room after beating Georgia. So I think we know where Alabama's mindset is.
Well, I mean, I kind of respect that. I mean, they got embarrassed, and hey, we've all been there. Every now and then Vanderbilt gets you.
Vanderbilt's chirping away.
We've all been there. So, yeah.
Patton Robinette. Well,
but here wow, why'd you have to bring up the Maryville Red Rebel from back in the day? We talk about, like, is Vanderbilt for real? Like, is Alabama for real?
That's a great question.
They've had a really bad moment and a really good moment with two kind of games in between. So we find out for them. I mean, obviously their fan base wants to see a bloodletting. They don't want to see what you just described, a fourth quarter game where Alabama escapes. They want to see their program, which on paper, I mean, still they're one of the top 2 or 3 most talented rosters in America. Vanderbilt somewhere in the 30s. They want to see their team not just win, but really flex on Vanderbilt.
Here's what they want to do. They want to be headed to their parking spot at halftime. Like, that's what they want to be doing on Saturday. That's why they're going to honor Nick Saban before the game and not at halftime.
What are they doing for him?
It's something like, it's for his charity, Nick's Kids.
I was going to say,
really
didn't
cool.
they do a statue and a street and the field and everything last year?
I mean, he told us that he like didn't have bills. Like they paid his salary and then everything, like his house, and they buy his house.
I guess when you have a career like that, Trey, when you do all that, like they're going to do something for you every season, but maybe every game. Like they just
look, if they want to trot his ass out there every Saturday, I promise they'll find a reason to do it. I mean, but and here's the thing: he's already going to be in town for College game day, so it's kind of the perfect opportunity to do it. So yeah, it's smart. But hey, man, I agree with you on Saturday. Like I could see this thing going two different ways, and I could see Alabama beating them up and whatnot. But this game, it reminds me, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but it reminds me of 2012 when Texas A&M and Kevin Sumlin, they were trying to figure out what they were and whatnot. People weren't paying a lot of attention to them. Johnny hadn't really gotten going yet. And they strolled into Tuscaloosa and they beat up on Alabama. Now, not beat up, they beat Alabama. So, is this a game where Diego Pavia just goes absolutely crazy? It could be, but their defense has got to hold up. And as for Diego Pavia, he keeps taking hits like he's doing. He's not going to make it to the 8th week of the season. So
I just want the big difference between that A&M team and this Vanderbilt team. I mean, Manziel was sowing the future pros at receiver.
Yeah.
I'm not Manziel's surrounding cast was light years beyond what Vanderbilt's got even.
I agree, but I think you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Alabama was a double-digit favorite in that game. Texas A&M comes in, wins it. Like I'm just saying, as hard as it is for some folks, you got to put a little bit of respect on Vanderbilt right now. Now, if they get blown out, I don't think they should drop out of the top 25 or anything like that. But it'll be a tough road ahead. I mean, LSU's coming to town, which hell, I don't know. LSU looks horrible right now. So why am I saying LSU? But you know where I'm getting at here. Like it could go two different ways after this game. Vanderbilt stays with the momentum or Vanderbilt kind of folds. I don't see Vanderbilt folding.
Trey Wallace of Outkick with us. Magic Mike on the text box says, Nick kids, that sounds like a miserable experience for some kids.
They just walk around and hand out oatmeal pies to the kids.
I don't understand why. How about Nick pays for Nick's kids? I mean, how many gazillions of dollars has he wrung out of those poor people down there?
Or you're coming out anti-charity this
afternoon. Yeah, what is this?
Anti-Nick's charity? That's what I'm saying. Dude's never paid for a thing. It's the greatest grift ever.
Stop it, man. Don't act like Nick Saban's not donating millions of dollars to help people get into houses and stuff. What are you going to add this to the list, Nick's kids?
Charity on the list of awesome things Bear hates.
No, I just think
forget those kids.
Well, you know what I mean.
To hell with Nick's kids. All right, Trey, let's shift the conversation back here closer to home. Tennessee has the off week, getting ready for Arkansas. Obviously, a very interesting situation down there this week as Bobby Petrino is back
again.
Yeah, he's back on that back on the hog. Hopefully, with no volleyball players sitting behind him. I mean, what do you think? Can he work some sort of magic? There's one group of thought that it's like, well, they still don't have players. Like, how much can he really get done in 2 weeks? And then there's another group of thoughts like, well, they're number 10 overall in the country in total offense. They just don't have any defense. And if they can get those guys to play a little bit better, maybe they get it going and come in and pull the upset in Knoxville.
Well, I mean, Tennessee's defense is going to have to shore up a little bit. I mean, I think Arkansas is going to score some points, but I think Tennessee is the better football team. Like overall, have you seen Arkansas's defense? And by the way, they fired 3 assistants. Like, what the heck's that going to do for you? Your defense was already bad. So you're going to fire 3 assistants and automatically you just think that they're going to get better. So there'll be some wrinkles to what Petrino's going to do. I think Taylor Green will have a few more options of plays and whatnot. But I also, here's the other thing that somebody pointed this out to me. I'm going to ask you guys this question because I have an answer. If Bobby Petrino was walking around right now on campus, would he introduce himself as the coach at Arkansas or the interim head coach at Arkansas?
Oh, that guy just introduced himself as the head coach.
There you go. I think that I think that it's going to be really hard to turn things around in the sense of getting players to buy in. Why? Because a lot of them right now are trying to figure out what the transfer portal is going to look like. Don't forget, they still got they got 25 days left of the portal being open. And they're trying to figure out what their future is going to be like, whether that's at Arkansas or somewhere else. And again, you can't fix defense that quick. I'm sorry, unless they come out and just run that crazy. I don't remember what it was last year that Travis Williams or Robinson was running against Tennessee that threw them off so much. Maybe it was just Nico and his throws. But at the same time, I do think Tennessee's offense is kind of kicking right now. And I think it's going to be really, really hard to slow Tennessee down. And so I could see Arkansas scoring 17, 21 points, but I think Tennessee's going to score upwards in the 40s. So I just don't know how they stop it. So I'm kind of surprised you guys are talking about football today with everything else going on in Knoxville.
No, yeah. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you talked to Tony Vitello a lot. Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Would he leave? I mean, first of all, is he going to get offered one of these jobs? I think is the question. And then second, if so, would he take it?
I think it is a bucket list item for Tony Vitello that does not come up I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Does not come open very often in Major League for an opportunity for a college coach to make that type of jump. Russ, you follow the MLB a heck of a lot more than I do, brother. But they don't talk to these guys a lot. And this is, I pointed this out to somebody the other day. You got to remember, Tony's been around these MLB guys a lot over the last 3 years. He's done the MLB draft the last number of years. He was around the Atlanta Braves when they were at the Battle of Bristol a month and a half ago and whatnot, down there doing the pregame show. Like, he's been at the Colorado Rockies game, watching some of his former players while they were playing the Giants. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's not like this came out of nowhere is what I'm getting at. Okay. And he's got a really, really good agent. So, at the end of the day, I think Tony Vitello is not going anywhere. I think the timing doesn't help, but the timing never helps in Major League Baseball compared to what it is with college baseball. I know Ross Kevitt was down in Florida, Bradenton, yesterday doing some recruiting. I can neither not affirm or deny that Tony Vitello was down in the state of Florida. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I know one of his assistants was. What's the hurt either, by the way? If he wants to talk to these teams, let him talk. All it does is help Tennessee publicly with all these recruits and whatnot. And at the same time, Russ, we're not going to go too far in the weeds on this. We've had these discussions privately. It's not like everything is all peachy over there on campus with Vitello and the administration. So, and I'm not saying that's a reason to leave. I'm saying that he is king right now on that campus. I would put it as he is 1A and 1B to Rick Barnes, and Josh Heupel is 2 or 3 from popularity. And you can make a case for Tony Vitello being the most popular coach.
I think, campus. I think a good case. I think he's, I mean, right. I think everybody, even the doubters, have a healthy respect for what Rick Barnes has done. But Tony Vitello has won a national championship, and he's cool. So, like that,
he's also personable. There's a difference too, right?
Yeah, he's the most popular coach on campus, without a doubt, in my mind.
Yeah, so I mean, it would be a lot for him to leave, but I will say this, man, like I kind of hinted at earlier, like opportunities like this don't come along often. I'm not saying there's some job offer out there or something like that. So the people listening, don't go take to social media and saying Trey Wallace reporting that he's been offered a job. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you go through the process, if you want to, you go through the process, see what an interview is like at the major league level. And then you move on and you come back and you coach Tennessee baseball and you're fine. And if somebody wants to make a run next year, make a run. But he loves this town of Knoxville. He loves the people in Knoxville. He likes the fact that he can get to Nashville, to his nice little place downtown anytime he wants to. He can get away and go to Cabo anytime he wants to. Like, it's just a town where he can kind of veer off a little bit and be by himself if he wants to. You don't get that in a lot of places. So I think that there's a lot of things working for Tennessee in the future with Tony Vitello.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. I think it'll be fun. Real quick, Trey, run through some of these coaches. I'm going to give you 4 SEC football coaching names.
Okay.
Will they get fired, yes or no?
Okay.
Billy Napier.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Hugh Freeze.
Oh, man. No, they have too much NIL money stacked in that roster right now.
Okay. Oh, wow.
You don't think they're telling him bye-bye?
I look, man, they'd have to. I was told before the season from a board of trustees member at Auburn, he has to win 8 games to survive another year. I think they figure out a way to get to 8 games. If they don't, then ask me this question here in about a month and a half.
Mark Stoops.
Kentucky is praying that Mark Stoops takes another job, just like they were praying that he was going to take the Texas A&M job 2 years ago for Elko. It's hard for me to answer that question because Kentucky would literally have to write him a $38 million check within 60 days of his firing. There's no installment loans. It ain't a payday loan. It's a give me my $38 million 60 days from when you fire me.
That's a lot of racehorses.
That would be incredible.
Exactly. So I think that Kentucky is kind of stuck, but I'll say this: he's going to have to make some changes this year to his coaching staff if he's going to survive, and they'll give him one more run.
Brian Kelly.
Man, I was having this conversation yesterday with somebody. If they end up 8-4 on the season, yeah, Brian Kelly's out at LSU.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who would they go get?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know because that's such a crazy question that we're even talking about it. But the fact that this team is not producing right now and they're trying to hide this Garrett Nussmeier injury like the JFK files, I think that this could end up blowing up in his face. You can't go that many years with that many offensive weapons and on defense, by the way, where they're awesome this year. They have a great defense and not be in contention for a title. So I'll give you this. If LSU is not in the playoff contention by the first week of November, I think LSU might be looking for a new head coach.
All right, one more. Shane Beamer.
Not that he gets fired from South Carolina, but Shane Beamer takes another job that's open. That's how I could see that playing down. He ain't getting fired from South Carolina, but that's not to say he won't go take another job and reset his clock.
And that job would be Virginia Tech in your mind?
Yes, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Trey Wallace of Outkick. Anything else you're hearing you want to pontificate on, speculate on, riff on?
I don't know. I've given y'all a lot today that I didn't think I'd be talking about.
People want to know what you said about Vitello and everything not being hunky-dory on campus. What are you alluding to?
Do we really want to go there? We can go there if you want to. I don't care.
I think, I don't know. I don't have it.
I just think, look, here's the best way to put it. I mean it in a way of everyone doesn't get along with their boss. Sometimes they butt heads. Wow. And sometimes they butt heads, but they know at the end of the day what's right for the program. So I don't think the stadium thing has helped the relationship between some folks at Tennessee and some folks in the baseball program.
I think two things. I think Tony's a fighter. He's always going to fight for his team.
Bingo. That's it.
And I think the second thing is, the NIL stuff, like the women's basketball coaches and the baseball coaches in this league are always going to be at a disadvantage in fighting for
that's what I'm kind of
talking
about here. Yes, that's what I'm getting at here. Tennessee baseball would like a little bit more share of that.
I'm sure Danny would love to give Tony whatever he wants, and I'm both sidesing this issue, but like
Yeah.
What are you're gonna take money away? Who are you gonna take money away from? You're not gonna take away from football, no matter who the coach is. You're not gonna take it away from Rick Barnes at this point.
Nope.
You're not gonna take it away. Kim Caldwell, like that's. I mean,
she's trying to build a program. She's trying to build a program. So it's right. Look, and that's why. Look, I would tell you right now, Josh Heupel would want more money for his NIL. It's not like Josh Heupel is getting along with, it's just like every day. You have your hot and cold days, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's college athletics. You're fighting for your program, but you're also fighting for money. You want to be on the same page as LSU or Texas and whatnot, spending-wise, when it comes to baseball for NIL. And I'm not saying they aren't, but at the same time, there's a precedent now in the league because Arkansas is damn well spending a lot of money on basketball and baseball, and football suffering right now. So it's just different at every single school.
Bear says he would cut all women's basketball revenue share and give it all to Tony Vitello.
That's fine. Well, Larry Pratt's going to have to write a check for $5 million then to take care of the women's basketball roster. So which one's it going to be?
Bear
and by the way,
about that.
If Tony Vitello needed money, all he has to do is pick up the phone and call Larry. Hey, man, I need $2 million for this roster. So it's not, I'm not saying Tennessee baseball is broke. They got buttloads of money. I'm just saying when it comes from a revenue share standpoint, everybody wants more. And so you're going to butt heads every now and then. That's what I'm getting at.
All right, Trey, we appreciate it. Enjoy T-Town this weekend. And
gosh.
Yeah, man, it'll be fun. Be sure to wear your Tuscaloosa Trey outfit, that hat.
Don't worry. I've got my Auburn shirt. I'm ready to go.
Origo Wallace. All right, even better.
Origo Wallace. I'm glad I got myself out of that hole we talked about earlier, so I appreciate y'all having me.
All right, see you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate y'all. Bye.
Trey Wallace of Outkick on the show this afternoon. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get to your phone calls. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive.
You're locked onto Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment, 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Good afternoon.
Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Streaming online at fanrunradio.com and your free Fan Run app. A variety of ways for you to experience the program. Today, we've got a podcast. If you miss any of it, go back and relive all the glory at your own pace, at your leisure. Podcast is presented by our friends at Broadway Carpets. If you're looking to remodel your home or you're moving somewhere new, check them out online at BroadwayCarpets.com, or better yet, just stop in to one of their 2 area locations downtown on Broadway or out west on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi and take a look around their showroom. Maybe find some new carpets, new floorings, new tile, something to make the thing that you walk on look better. That's what they do. Broadway Carpets, something to make the thing that you walk on better.
They're a Knoxville institution.
Brandon is next. Hello, Brandon.
What's going on?
Hey, man, what's up?
Oh, not much. My wife said she didn't think she married somebody that would comment on YouTube videos and call into talk radio as much, but here we are. Hey, I'm with Bear. Forget them kids.
All I'm saying is the dude's he's got like 5, 6, 7 Mercedes dealerships. He didn't pay for anything out of pocket once he started winning at Alabama. We all remember the stories. The boosters or whoever, they bought his house, his $1 million man. Can the guy not fund his own foundation?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he sits up there watching these games like a villain petting his hairless cat. And if I was Kalen DeBoer, I mean, I couldn't do it. I'd say no way I would do it. And I don't know if it's just me, but the grandfatherly measured, all-knowing, giving money to Nick's kids, like, is that all like, it feels like it's a year too soon. I mean, the dude just jumped ship kind of on Alabama. Now he's on game day, and it's like, Grandfather Saban helping the children.
You proud of yourself?
I mean, it just feels,
you proud of yourself, Bear, what you've done right
100%.
now?
100%.
Wow.
Hey, Russell, for the record, I'm pro-charity.
It sounds like
anti-Saban.
But forget them kids, for real.
Even when he does good things.
There's an ulterior motive.
There's an ulterior motive. What?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Play that out for him. What's the ulterior motive here for Nick
Tell him,
Saban?
Brandon.
You said it. No, hush, Brandon. What's the ulterior motive?
Tell me about it.
Hold on. What is I want to hear it from Bear. What's the ulterior motive?
Make himself look good.
So it's a vanity project.
Yes.
He's got Muscle Shoals minions that would do anything for him.
You guys are crazy. You guys sound ridiculous right now.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Hey, but seriously, Russell and Bear, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, when I watch him on game day and when I see like how he's honored and all this stuff. Like, I get there's some Tennessee fans that like him. I'm not one of them, but I'm like, does it not feel like the dude was coaching like very recently, and like, I don't know. To me, it just seems like a year or two too soon to come back and have your grandfatherly reunion. But with that said, I'm a Vandy fan this weekend. I think a team like Vandy is dangerous. I think Pavia, I think they're crazy enough to go down there and make it a game like Tuscaloosa Trey mentioned. And I'm pulling for them.
Nobody's safe this afternoon from Brandon. World Trey Wild, Tuscaloosa Trey. Hadn't heard that in a while.
Well, Bear's pulling for, he wants to see Alabama beat their brains out.
Roll down Tide.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, team from the state of Tennessee going to Tuscaloosa, that's an easy choice for me. But, hey, guys, do y'all think, as far as like the whole league, I mean, I was thinking about the quarterback play. Is Bama for real? That's a good question. I'm afraid they are, Russ. Ty Simpson, like, it's amazing what some confidence will do. Man, that dude looks good. But from top to bottom, is this the best SEC quarterback class in the last 5 years?
Whew, man, I don't know, Brandon. We have had some good ones, man. I'd have to go back and look, and maybe it's worth a Google, and I'll see what we can come up with. But it's pretty good right now. Here's the thing, man. I just think there's a bunch of really good college quarterbacks in here. But if you're telling me that Garrett Nussmeier is the first one off the board in the NFL draft, then I don't know how good it is, because I don't know how good that dude is.
I think he's very mid, in my opinion.
Me too. He may not play again this year.
I would not trade Aguilar for him any day of the week.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. We got to run. You guys are just knuckleheads. You both need to go look at yourselves in the mirror and ask,
I like what I see.
What's wrong? What's wrong in my cold, dark heart? Stay tuned. Hour number 2 coming up.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory, or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
It's football time in Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes. We specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. Russell and Bear back with you on a Thursday afternoon edition of the show. And special guest in here today with the Top Foe at Foe, presented by our friends down at Barley's in the Old City. They got sports trivia coming up tonight at 7 p.m. If you want to get out and do something fun with the guys, the fellas, or with the gals, you know, if they're into that sort of thing. Barley's in the Old City. Cody McClure is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Cody.
Hello, Russ.
Oh, it's
when you
it's good
say
to see you.
When you say special,
It's good to see you.
I love sausage.
What?
When you say special guest, what do you mean by that? You call me special.
You're special. You're a special guy.
Right. But
that is a big jug of water you got there, buddy.
Well, you know, it's the one healthy thing I do.
It is next to the Zens.
Yeah, these are.
You wash them down with a big old thing of water.
Yeah, basically. I just popped a new one for this Top 4 at 4. These are addictive. I no longer chew tobacco. I got off the snuff. No more dipping the Copenhagen.
I guess that's better than the tobacco.
Actually, I don't know if it is, because I think I'm more addicted to these than I ever was the actual tobacco.
It can't be good for you.
It can't be, right?
It's just, to what degree bad is it for you?
I don't know. Have you had one?
I have not.
You want to try one?
No. What are you? You're like a pusher. The
One.
pusher man.
Try one.
Try one.
You should try one. I mean, they're 3 milligrams. They're not even the.
You just got through telling me how addictive it is and how you can't get off of it.
I know, it's
You can't
great.
even do this guest segment without popping a new one. And no, I don't want to try one.
I just want you to feel this joy that I feel every time I put a new one in.
I think the joy that I'm about to feel from you doing the Top 4 at 4 is enough joy for me.
Well, we'll see about
Hit
that.
it.
All right, Russ. New Orleans is set to host the College Football Playoff Championship game in January 2028. Nolans got the Natty and Nolans. Going to be at the Caesar Superdome. The College Football Playoff Committee announced yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you guys already have this?
I saw it. We haven't talked about it.
This is the danger of bringing the morning guy in to do the afternoon.
No, I mean
headlines.
it's fine. We probably should have talked about it. I don't know, like where they play that.
it doesn't matter as much to me because we're never in it. And so, like, I have a degree of animosity towards the national championship game right now where it's just,
Sure.
oh, man. Where was the national championship last year?
Atlanta this year. This
Where was it? Where did Ohio State win?
Yeah, Atlanta.
They won in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Where is it this year?
South Florida, Miami.
And it'll be in New Orleans next year?
Yep. Well, 2028.
Wasn't there an idea that was floated around a year or so ago about making the Rose Bowl the permanent site for the national championship?
I feel like I remember hearing something about that. I think that would be
kind of cool.
It'd be pretty cool. I mean, it's the only place you have really constant perfect weather. Every now and then you'd have a cloudy one, but Miami, you run the risk of a tsunami.
Torrential rainstorm.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to see the Vols play in a national championship here in a couple of years in Nashville?
That would be cool. That would be cool. Probably. Do we think that stadium, when they get it done, is it going to get a Super Bowl at some point in time?
I would imagine.
It's the whole reason they had the roof on it.
Yeah.
Well, I think the future of sports is indoors, for better or worse.
Sucks.
And, they're going to want Final Fours there, national championship, Super Bowl, whatever else you can play in these types of facilities. They're going to want it there.
Number 2, Kobe Bryant's first number 24 jersey worn by the LA Lakers has sold for $889,000.
That's all?
Yeah, didn't even get $1 million. The first ever number 24 jersey worn by Kobe recently sold for $889,000.
Like an actual game jersey that he wore?
Yes. Bryant wore the jersey while posting 23 points in a victory against the Supersonics back in November of 2006. Scored 23 points.
So he was number 8 before that, right?
Yeah, and then the whole thing happened with the whatever happened there.
Was the Colorado incident?
Yeah.
Yes. Why did he change numbers for that?
Well, because number 8 was bad Kobe. Number 24 was new.
He changed
good Kobe.
Really? He changed numbers because he was rolling over a new leaf or whatever.
Wasn't he acquitted of any wrongdoing?
Turning over a new leaf.
I don't know if that's exactly the timeline on that, but that's kind of what I just always said.
I don't know if he was acquitted so much as
he was acquitted. I mean, he was charged with rape, right?
I don't remember how that all went about.
I'm asking the news guy.
Does he look like he knows?
Was he charged with rape? Is that what we're asking?
I'm fairly certain he was facing rape charges.
Well, either way, number 8 was the rapist. Number 24 was
no. Number 8 wasn't because he was acquitted by a jury of his
alleged.
peers.
Number 8 was the alleged. Is what I mean. Off the court, a little bit of a.
You ever think about how similar the allegations for Kobe and Mike Tyson were? They're in a hotel. It's he said, she said. Mike ends up going to prison for 6 years. Kobe gets off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
gets
notice
off
this,
on the charges.
Right. Yeah.
Kobe kind of presents a little bit better than Mike Tyson does.
Mike Tyson appears to be more aggressive.
Well, Kobe had a wife. She was like next to him, standing by her man. I think Tyson had already split up with Robin Givens at that point.
After he beat her.
Dotting her I and crossing her T.
That's tough. I mean, who knows how different the allegations are, but Mike Tyson does seem much more aggressive as a human being.
Yes.
And he that may have contributed to the difference in sentencing there. I mean, it's hard to say. But
you think Kobe forced himself on that girl?
I wasn't there.
Well, I mean,
I'd have to have been in the room. I don't think I'd want to be in the room, but I'm just,
No, I don't think he did, but I can't tell you my theory.
Number 8 might have.
On air.
Number 8 might
have. Think Mike Tyson forced himself on that girl?
There's no telling.
Probably.
Well, how come you can just say probably to him, but Kobe, I don't know. I'd have to have been there.
Yeah, but Mike,
Because he's a boxer? Or because he's an aggressive guy?
Yeah. I feel like that
You
hurts
think
him.
Kobe was an aggressive guy? All the stories about him, like, I don't think Kobe was a very nice guy. I think that was kind of his thing.
Oh.
He had the Jordan thing going on. Like, those guys generally are not nice dudes.
I believe Ari Shafir said something similar about Kobe.
Can we not let the man rest in peace?
No, we can. I mean, we're speculating on whether or not he sexually assaulted a woman. Anyway, that's cool that the jersey was sold.
Yeah, yep. 889,000. Number 3.
It's a great idea to bring Cody in for this.
Absolutely. Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin trolled Mississippi State. Have you guys seen this story?
I did.
He was doing a podcast hit with Barstool, with Big Cat and PFT. And Kiffin was there. He had a couple of assistants with him. Mm-hmm. And Brandon Walker, I don't know if you know who that is. He's a big Barstool personality. Yeah. Happens to be a big State fan, right?
Uh-huh.
So he was on set with him. Anyway, so the Big Cat, the Barstool guys, asked Kiffin's assistants if they had anything to say to Brandon Walker, because they're Ole Miss guys. He's a Mississippi State guy. And that's when Kiffin chimed in, and he said, "Who's that? That's the Mississippi State guy?" And he said, "Ask him how that game Saturday was at Neyland Stadium." To which then Big Cat, the hosts, tried to correct Kiffin and be like, no, actually, Coach, that game was in Starkville. Kiffin said, "Exactly. That's what I meant."
He finally caught on, yeah.
Yeah.
It was vintage Kiffin.
Yeah. Ask him how that game was in Neyland Stadium.
Oh, man, that's got to rub you wrong. If you're a Mississippi State fan, your ultimate in-state rival just trolling you.
Rubbing it in.
Well, I mean, they keep saying there was 15, they think anywhere between 15 and 25,000 Tennessee fans there, which that wouldn't be a lot at Neyland or even the Swamp or whatever Alabama calls their dump of a stadium. But they're, Davis Wade?
20,000 fans is a lot of fans.
Well, yeah, because that place only seats 62,000? That's almost half full.
Yeah, I think generally, the average road allotment for an SEC team is 5,000 or 6,000 tickets, right? Even to the big places.
Oh, yeah, some State fans made money off Tennessee fans.
Having Ole Miss rub it in has got to be difficult if you're a State fan. But that's the way it goes in the SEC.
Should have won the game.
Yeah.
Is that it?
One more, number 4. Does this normally take 10 minutes? I ran.
Yeah. Well, we got off track there. The whole Kobe, did he or didn't he thing.
Yeah, whatever happened there.
He didn't.
Number 4, Ed Orgeron is apparently feeling the itch to coach again. He recently told WAFB's Jacques Doucette. That's a very Louisiana name. Jacques Doucette. Coach O said it all depends on what the best available. Well, let me do it how Coach.
Yeah, okay.
You be Jacques Doucette. Ask me if I'm ready to coach again.
Parce que je suis ready to coach again aujourd'hui.
It all depends on what the best available thing is, but I'm ready to coach again, Jacques. I left a little bit of meat on the bone. I'm ready to go. Said he left a little bit of meat on the bone.
Yeah, you're translating yourself. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orgeron speaks French, doesn't he?
Oh, he speaks. What do they call that?
Creole.
Down there? Creole.
I drink 37 Red Bulls a day, and I like young blonde college girls.
I hope he does coach again, man. We need Ed Orgeron, preferably in the SEC. There's some school that's going to hire him to coach D-line.
I mean, he's the head coach of the. We talked about it yesterday. He was the head coach for what many argue was the greatest college football team ever.
I'm a big Coach O guy.
That's not a shocker.
I'm a big sausage guy.
Are you think would he be, if you were Orgeron, would you rather go coach at UCLA or Virginia Tech as a head coach at a program where it's going to be hard to win? You're not going to have the players like he had at LSU, try and build that up and probably get fired in 3 or 4 years after it doesn't go well. Or would you rather just slide in as a D-line coach, the hype man, the rowdy assistant that the fan base loves?
Yeah, I mean, he's a competitive guy, so he probably wants to try to get after it again. But he's got to know in his mind, he's a place like UCLA. He's not going to have the resources. Virginia Tech, maybe that would be more of an allure. But I don't think Virginia Tech
would hire Coach O at this point, probably. That wouldn't get that fan base excited, would it? I mean, maybe Virginia Tech.
It seems like an odd fit.
Yeah, it does.
I could see him at UCLA, but it's just, I don't know. Everything you hear makes it sound like that is just a place you can't win at.
Now,
anymore.
that seems like a weird fit to me, more than Virginia Tech. Coach O at UCLA.
Why? Just because you associate him with USC?
Well, I mean, I just associate him with Louisiana, the South.
But he has those connections. Like he was at USC for a long time, wasn't he? Or was it just with Kiffin?
No, he was there with Carroll.
He was there with Pete Carroll as well?
Pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, I guess he's probably got some relationships out there, but just seems hard going to those LA people. A guy like him,
Yeah.
Trying to get some NIL.
I'm trying to get some etouffee around here.
You can't imagine Coach
What's this
down
avocado
there
toast?
operating in Westwood. Okay, I'm just going to head back to my Mercedes. Do what? You can't imagine Ed, walking around the streets of Westwood and Rodeo Drive. Nah, he just doesn't seem like an LA guy to me, but I don't know. Maybe if he's presented with the opportunity.
Yeah.
I think the guy deserves to coach again.
Bear has come out against Nick Saban's Nick's Kids Charity Foundation.
I just think it ought to be self-funded by Nick.
Well, he and his wife did give $8 million to a Nick's Kids initiative for the Alabama State STEM Hub.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, okay. He did what you wanted him to do. $8 million.
I gave, I give probably between $250 and $500 charity every year. It's about the same percentage. Okay. You give to charity? Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. Catholic charities. You never mentioned it. It's not something I mentioned. Why would I mention it? And
$8 million.
You have an opportunity. Yeah.
$8 million. That was like what? A year's salary for Saban. I don't think
it's a year's salary for his football. I mean, we're not counting his Mercedes-Benz dealerships, his Aflac money, and God knows what else.
$8 million is a lot of money.
So why are you against the charity? I don't like Nick Saban. Oh.
So he thinks the kids should suffer as a result of his hate for all things Alabama.
That's, it's firm but fair. Firm but fair. So I am.
What do you mean firm but fair? It's not fair. How's it fair to the kids? Firm but fair.
Maybe not to the kids, but I mean, I understand, not liking Nick Saban's charity. I understand. I mean, every guy who has some money starts a charity. I mean, come on.
Has donated nearly $15 million to organizations throughout the Southeast since his arrival in Tuscaloosa. 650 teachers, Nick's Kids Teacher Excellence Award, the Tuscaloosa County Juvenile Detention Center, the Alberta School for the Performing Arts.
Is the Juvenile Center, are they recruiting over there? Is that where they're... So he's funding the jail where they lock up the children. Has he done anything in West Virginia where he hails from about the drug problem over there? I don't think so.
So that's what you think Nick Saban should be doing with his
combat opioid addiction in
West Virginia,
where he's from. Can we get an audit on that charity? I'd like to see if the Alabama NIL collective.
Thanks a lot for coming in, Cody. I thought maybe you would add some maturity to this issue, but no, you've just piled on the attack against Nick Saban's charity. That's good. That's what we want.
Cody and I have a non-aggression pact.
God,
thanks for having me.
Baskerville leaves for one day, and now we're attacking charities.
A lot of them are corrupt. So many of them are good, I'm sure. But where is Bob?
He's taking his daughter on college visits.
Oh, good for him. Yeah. I guess that's a reasonable excuse to miss the show.
Yeah.
He's better than Walker's.
He's doing dad stuff, and you guys come on here and attack charity.
Walker's, I'll speak up for my boy. Walker is bad sick.
I think you guys are bad sick.
I'm sick.
Sick in the head. Stay with us. Mark Nagy set to join the festivities when we continue. Try and get this thing back on track. It is The Drive. Thank you, Cody. Presented by Barley's, the top 4 at 4 today. Don't forget sports trivia coming up tonight at 8 p.m. Barley's in the Old City. Tell them Fan Run sent you. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamika Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776.
That's Mark Nagy's music. The American Badass, T-Dot Community Relations Officer, former Knoxville TV personality, and award-winning author and hopeful Yankee fan, Mark Nagy, joining us this afternoon. Hello, Mark. How are you, sir?
Russell, it is great to talk to you on a beautiful East Tennessee day. How are you?
Man, it's spectacular out, isn't it? It's just the best time of year, isn't it?
Oh, the weather's finally getting cooler, and today is acceptable. I'm someone who does not like the hot weather, but I can absolutely take this. You've got Major League Baseball playoffs, hockey is about to start, and obviously pro football and most importantly college football is well in full swing. So this is absolutely the best time of year for a sports fan.
The leaves are turning, the pads are popping, and Bobby Petrino is stalking the sidelines again. It's just like old times, Mark. The head hog is back.
What a world. What a world. I swear, Bobby Petrino is going to outlive us all. He is going to outlive us all. He will. If you get in the coaching club, There is always going to be a job for you. And Bobby Petrino is living proof of that. It does not matter what that guy has done. It does not matter what morality plays he has failed. That guy will always have a gig. And now the fact that Arkansas is seriously considering him to be the head coach again is even more wild than the fact that they even brought him back to be an assistant coach on that staff. It's crazy.
Oh, I fully expect him to be president someday. He's only like, he's not that, he's like 62. It seems like he's been around forever and had all these dramatic coaching exits and everything. And he's 64. Okay. But
no, Pete Carroll, I believe Pete Carroll is 90 years old, I think, and still coaching. So Bobby Petrino is going to be coaching for at least another couple of decades. That would not surprise me in the least.
And, he's obviously a morally bankrupt person historically. I don't know. Maybe he's mellowed in his older age. But I'll say this. SEC football is better. We were just talking about Orgeron coming back and like what he ought to do. I don't want to see Bobby Petrino at Arkansas. I mean, come on. You know that's going to be high entertainment.
It is. And at the end of the day, aren't we all just here to be entertained?
Yes. It's a soap opera.
So it is the SEC. I mean, this is the way that it is. I love the fact that we're getting ready to be on the cusp of another cycle of firings, likely at Auburn, likely at Florida, which once again puts Lane Kiffin absolutely in play for both of those jobs. That happened a few years back. They're back again. I mean, heck, if things go south at LSU, that job may be open. And those are the three jobs that those universities do not necessarily have any issue with Lane's failings over the years. So I think that he's going to be in play for at least two of those jobs because two of those will be open. It's the SEC. It's never boring.
Well, you talk about the soap opera aspect of it and moral bankruptcy. And, if we're about to lose Hugh Freeze in this league, which I don't want to happen, then there needs to be a place for Bobby Petrino. I mean, there's a give and take. There's an ebb and flow to life, Mark. And if we're losing Freezes, then bring me Bobby Petrino back, I say.
We don't want boring.
No.
That's the thing. And that was part of the problem, remember, when Tennessee went through their issues for a long time. They were at least never boring. The on-the-field stuff might have been like, okay, they're just terrible and we can't really deal with this. But off the field, there was always something going on, always something to talk about. As a radio sports talk show host, I am sure that you appreciated the content over all those years, even when Tennessee was not any good.
Yeah, and it's weird because now we've got this guy Heupel who's like the least dramatic guy out there, right? Like he just will not engage in a press conference setting or anything. He runs a pretty tight ship, not a lot of leaking out there. But once his teams get on the field, like all hell breaks loose every weekend. There's crazy stuff. There's a guy mismanaging a clock. You got an offensive lineman rolling around pretending to be hurt. You've got long touchdowns. You got turnovers. You got more penalties than is common. It's a weird dichotomy where you've got this guy who's just a straight no nonsense guy. And then every time he gets out there, it is guaranteed entertainment.
Yeah, it's like you get the entire week is nothing, but it all builds up for that 3.5 hours on a Saturday. It's funny, but you know what I was thinking when I was watching that Mississippi State game is that Tennessee was making all sorts of mistakes, and they still found a way to win. And wasn't that a lot of those games in the Fulmer era?
Yeah,
where they looked awful for large stretches of the game, but all of a sudden you look at the middle of the fourth quarter and they have a chance to win, and quite often they did. I think people kind of forget that about the Fulmer era is that he won 100 more games than he lost. So,
he was a master at just letting games come back to him.
Well, no, I remember, I think it was during the Dooley years when Tennessee lost some close game that they should have won. And my father-in-law said, man, Tennessee, they forgot how to win. And I was like, oh man, it was pretty profound because it was true. Like we just, Fulmer had, like Bear's saying, like he just figured out a way to pull out those games. And, we've seen it at, who was I saying about that about the other day, Bear? We were watching games. It was Nebraska. They forgot how to win.
Yeah.
And it can happen, man, if you're not careful. And I think Heupel Heupel knows how to win, man. It doesn't always happen. Yeah, there's a stinker here or there, but that guy knows how to win.
I think that I criticize Heupel for the way that Tennessee plays a lot of the time on the road. But I think sometimes I'm a little too critical because it's not easy to win on the road. There aren't a lot of coaches out there in the SEC that have continual success playing away from home. It's tough.
Yeah.
And I really do think that the Tennessee fans that made the trip to Starkville had a impact on that game. I really do, because the pictures are incredible to see all the orange during a whiteout. I mean, you had at least 30 to 40% Tennessee fans there at that game. And I honestly think that they had at least a minimal impact when everything was going bad for Tennessee for decent stretches of that game, that they helped keep them in it. And it's, once again, a testimony to Tennessee fans, because the joke is, yeah, Tennessee fans travel. They always travel. And that's been the case, since it was only Shields Watson's Field. Since you had 2,000 people in Knoxville and then away from home everywhere else. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember a ton of Tennessee fans at all. Tennessee fans would generally fill up their allotment, when you go to Alabama or Florida or something like that. But, it's one thing to go do it at Vanderbilt, but to do at the Ohio State thing last year was crazy. The Mississippi State thing is crazy. And I think that, Alabama fans will be there. That's going to be a hard ticket. But if Florida's thing goes belly up and they end up firing Napier at some point and their fan base just kind of tunes out, like I could see a lot of Tennessee fans making it down to Gainesville if the Vols are on a roll at that point.
I could too, Russell, except for the fact that we're talking about having to spend at least a day in Gainesville, Florida. And no one really wants to spend a day.
Is Starkville any better?
In Gainesville. No, but at least Starkville's closer. I mean, at least you can in theory, you can go up and back, but Gainesville, A, it's not a great experience, and B, Tennessee has struggled there for forever. So, I am firmly of the belief that I will see Tennessee win a game in Gainesville when I see Tennessee win a game in Gainesville. It's kind of like I needed to believe that they beat Alabama, and they finally did, and now I can see that they're on a level playing field. For whatever reason, unless you've got a quarterback whose name is Clausen, you've never won there in 5 decades, which it's inconceivable, considering that while certainly in like the Urban Meyer era, Florida had significantly more talent, but how many times has Tennessee's roster either been even or looked better than Florida's over this stretch? A lot. And they just can't win down there. I don't get it.
But it's such an opportunity for this coach and this team to make a mark, because some younger fans might be listening to this thinking, you guys talk about Florida, like what's the big deal? Like, I don't care what their record is, what happens. Even if Tennessee doesn't make the college football playoff this year, you end up going 9-3, and one of those 9 wins is a win in Gainesville. Man, this fan base, Mark, they're going to remember Joey Aguilar and this team in a positive light, just about no matter what else happens in the year.
And that's the beauty of college football. Even in an expanded playoff era, regular season wins still matter. People will remember those games for the rest of time. And I think that Tennessee is at the point now anyway that it's not a good season if you don't get at least one win against Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. You've got to get at least one of those. Now, it's going to change now that you're not going to play Florida and Georgia every year. So you may as well make hay now.
It's about making those memories for your fans, man. I mean, look what's going on with Penn State. Right there's a guy that goes 10-2. He rolls out of bed in the morning, and he's a great coach, has built a great program, but their fans are like, man, like we don't have anything to celebrate. Like there's no meat on the bone here.
Right. I mean, there's only now in the SEC, there's only one team that wins the conference, obviously out of 16. Playoff wise, obviously out of 128, 130 teams nationally, only one wins the whole thing. So if you're just expecting, if that's your barometer for success, that you've got to basically win it all, you're going to be disappointed a lot. It's really tough to win a national championship, as we've seen. But I know for a fact that Tennessee fans will remember that 2022 Alabama game for the rest of time, and that's what we should have out of sports, isn't it? To have those shared experiences, to have those memories. And, a long time that Tennessee didn't give their fans many positive memories. And it's nice to know that you're seeing a lot of that now.
Mark Nagy with us this afternoon. Mark, you mentioned an expanded college football playoff. What about the news today that the NCAA appears to be inching closer to expanding the NCAA tournament to 76 teams with up to 12 playing games? Mark, is there such a thing as too much of a good thing?
You know what, Russell? It's always a terrific idea to have the best part of collegiate sports, the best 3 weeks of collegiate sports, and then do all you can to ruin it. And that's what you're seeing here. No one is saying, hey, we need more than 68 teams. The only people saying that are the ones who are trying to make more dollars here. Coaches' bonuses will be fulfilled more because you'll have expanded teams in, and, you get in the NCAA tournament, you get more money. The TV networks can sell more content. The conferences can make more money. That's all this is. And I know that that's all collegiate sports is now anyway, but it's like you just wish that they would just leave their hands off this. I mean, no one wants this. Does anybody even care about the play-in games in Dayton? Other than if you're in Dayton, no. I hate it. I hate the idea. They kept fighting against it, and now it just keeps coming back like a bad penny. I think it's terrible. I think that they're slowly but surely ruining what we love the most about collegiate athletics, and sometimes it just doesn't feel like there's anything that we can do as the common fans to stop it.
Well, yeah, you've got these geniuses up there in the Big Ten, which I call them a bad idea factory, because it seems like there's another one every week. But now apparently they have a playoff plan for over 20 teams in football, in college football, a playoff plan for over 20 teams. And it's like, well, how long is that going to, how long is that going to take? I mean, I'm on board. Russell, go ahead.
I'm old enough to remember when the reason they didn't have a playoff is because they were worried about student athletes taking exams and worried about this playing into late January. And those are all the reasons. And then they finally realized, okay, we can make a lot more money out of this. And then that doesn't matter anymore. All the things that they campaigned against for decades, alcohol being sold in stadiums, games not taking place only on Saturdays, all the norms, obviously gambling, all the norms that they were 100% against, they've chipped away at. Oh, and the only reason they've chipped away at all these things is because they're making more money out of it.
Yeah. I didn't care about the kids, Mark.
You never hear about a guy being academically ineligible anymore. Remember the days when what happened? How did we get so smart all of a sudden? Every year there was like 2 or 3 guys like, I don't know if they're going to make it. His test score is not good enough for everything. Now
classes in the summer.
Are these kids just because I hang around, you've got teenagers, your family, Mark, like I hang around these kids. They're pretty dumb. They're as dumb as we were. Like, I don't think they got smarter. They're not passing all the tests. What's going on there?
I just think that we live in a golden age of academic success. I don't know what you're talking about, Russell. I think that everybody has got a 4.0 now. No, I hate being the old man shaking his fist at the cloud, but you can't tell me that it wasn't better before. You can't. Whatever time frame you want to put in, you can't tell me that today is better overall in terms of the world of college athletics than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. I don't see it. It's a shame.
Mark Nagy up on the porch with me and Bear, trying to right all the wrongs in the world of college athletics. I don't know if we have time to finish it off though, Mark. I got one more question for you here. What will you be watching Saturday, the 3:30 slot? I've got my eye on it. 3:30 slot. Will you be watching Texas at Florida, Vanderbilt at Alabama, or will you be watching Penn State at UCLA, Nico Iamaleava welcoming the Nittany Lions to the Rose Bowl.
Boy, there are some great hate watch options this weekend. There really are. I watched a decent chunk of all of these UCLA games, and they're hilarious to watch. They really are, because it doesn't even look like FBS football. And UCLA, which their home games are in the best college football stadium in the world, and no one cares. Absolutely nobody cares. I'll probably switch back and forth between Alabama, Vandy, rooting for both teams to lose, and UCLA, Penn State, and me rooting for Penn State to win by 50.
Man, I'll be watching Texas at Florida just because I've been waiting 30 years to see a Manning in orange and white beat Florida in the
Redeem
swamp.
himself.
Yes.
I'll probably be watching the thing that I've been looking for, Mark, and I don't know if UCLA is going to be able to pull it off. If their season-long attendance, like the total for their season, if they will outdraw Oasis, what Oasis drew in 2 nights out there.
It all depends on how many folks make the trip from Pennsylvania. That's because that place is going to be mostly filled with Penn State fans. If you get a lot that have found some cheap airfares to LAX or Burbank, then I think you might get more for this football game.
Did you guys see what their athletic director announced about the Penn State fans?
What?
He wanted to let them have a blue out in the Rose Bowl this weekend.
Who's athletics director?
UCLA's.
Wants to have a blue out?
Penn State fans can wear their blue.
That can't be true.
It's out there, man. Unless I've just been completely hoodwinked.
It's always possible. UCLA's athletic department is a absolute and total dumpster fire. So I'm surprised they even have any coaches left. It's like every week there's like a different coach that's either been reassigned or has resigned or been fired. I'm surprised they're even able to field a team for a game.
It's so funny. They used to make such a big deal. Well, you can't fire the coach because you can't make coaching changes during the season. And now, like, Bobby Petrino's overhauling his staff in the middle of the season. UCLA's firing the head coach, firing the offensive coordinator, all this stuff. And I guess those teams are terrible, but they keep going. I have missed the days of Jeremy Pruitt firing his defensive line coach at the half of a game.
And the defensive line coach had been there like 3 weeks.
Jimmy Brumbaugh.
Yes. Yeah, he's been there like a month when they fired him, and he still got, his complete salary, obviously. Oh, what a golden age that was, Russell. What a golden age that was.
What was the bigger waste, hiring Jimmy Brumbaugh, having to pay him for a full season after he only coached 3 games, or hiring Kevin Steele, giving him a full $900,000 for 2 weeks of work?
Oh, the Kevin Steele one is that is now the gold standard of buyout life. Just for the short term of it. We get these Charlie Weiss deals where they get $20 million, but they've at least been there for a few years. Kevin Steele, I don't think had even left the Courtyard Marriott, and he still was making all that money. That's the dream. That's the dream right there, Russell.
That is the dream. All right, Mark. Well, I know you got to get ready. Yankees, Red Sox, a big pivotal game 3 tonight in the Bronx. So we'll let you go and give your offering to Joe Boo or whatever it is you do before a game like this.
Russell Bear, it's great to talk to you guys. As always, have a great day.
Yes, Mark Nagy, T-Dot, Community Relations Officer, former Knoxville Sports TV personality, award-winning author, making his presence felt this afternoon on the program.
All around great guy. I do have a bit of a correction or a clarification. Martin Jarmond, the UCLA AD, he's scheduled and is pushing a blue out. UCLA blue, the powder blue.
Yeah.
For Penn State. And I read the sentence wrong. It wasn't written well. The guy in parentheses said it's going to be PSU blue. That's the navy blue is what's going to be the predominant color. But
well, the way they've darkened up their blue, like you might not be able to tell the difference. That's
not a whole lot.
That's my theory on UCLA. It all went downhill when they got rid of the baby blue, the Carolina blue, that beautiful sky blue they used to wear And they went Navy like everybody else. Now their program sucks. Go back to the old color. I bet you'll be winning more games.
Probably so. You know what the weirdest thing about going to the Rose Bowl was? And none of you guys that have been there warned me about it. The seats are pink. It's very odd. And I never
they had
noticed.
Bleachers.
They've got bleachers, and I think part of the stadium where I was sitting, there were chairbacks. And
Were they pink or were they like red faded pink?
That may have been it, but they were kind of like a light pink. It was just kind of weird. I'm not used to. You
Make
usually
you feel less masculine.
No, it was just weird. I was like, I never realized.
Insecure.
No,
I ain't sitting in no pink seat to watch Oasis.
I had nothing to do with that. It's just I'm used to seeing the Rose Bowl completely full. You never really see the seats until this year with Nico and UCLA.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the Rose Bowl game, the seats are full. But if you watch
UCLA
most games
football,
in the Rose Bowl,
they've got
there ain't nobody there.
They've got
They've got those banners over the seats.
Yeah, it's like UCLA's version and NASCAR's version of the black curtains from the Tommy Bowl. So,
Wow. 865-966-3435, your number. Open up the phone lines here, 966-3435 if you want to call or text the show today. Quick break. Back to wrap up hour number 2 right after this.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back Nine Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back Nine Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Good afternoon. Still running a little bit slow here in North
The Drive. Russell LeBear cruising with you on a Thursday afternoon edition of the show. Larry from Rogersville says, my gosh, Mark Nagy has probably made some people put themselves on suicide watch.
Why is that?
He was just, I felt that too but I'm guilty of it because I'm kind of, Mark and I have always been on the same wavelength. Like we think a lot alike. And so like we're complainers sometimes when it comes to we're good old days. We're like, hey man, it was better in the good old days, that kind of thing. Romancing of the past. One person says, how ironic, I'm currently sitting in a Mark Nagy special. Somebody else says, good job or a good show. Thank you. Thank you, random person on the thing. Thank you for the encouraging words.
Text box or Twitter?
What? Oh, text box. And another person says, guys, I'm walking the streets of San Francisco right now. I dodged 3 homeless people and a stream of urine. SF Vol fan. Shout out to
3 homeless
SF
people
Vol
and a
fan.
stream of urine.
Yeah. I mean, that's only 3.
I only saw one gross thing in 2 trips to LA, but now granted, I only left like West Hollywood, Beverly Hills area one
You're
time.
not touring Skid Row. You're a tourist. Like, there's no reason for you to go to the gritty parts of LA.
Well, I did. I went to it wasn't Canner's. What's the other one? The better Canner's is a more famous one. And then there's the other deli out there. I'll think of the name before the next hour, I hope. But yeah, it was kind of gross. But that farthest I made it was Koreatown.
All right. Well, if I can promote a live show that we're going to have next week without you, because there is a charitable aspect to it, Bear. So I figure I'll do this before Cody comes back in with the top 5 and you guys crap all over charity again.
I don't crap all over charities. I crap all over Nick Saban. Go ahead, Russ.
A week from tomorrow, the Friday before the Arkansas game, we will be at Trailhead Beer Market.
Love those guys.
Presented by our friends over at Garage Beer. So big thanks to the Garage Beer folks for the tour. It continues. Trailhead Beer Market. We love this place. This Trailhead Beer Market is a vibe, man. If you haven't been, you got to come check it out. We're going to be hanging out on a porch outside with beautiful weather. They got music. They got a food truck that makes, I swear to God, like the best burger you will ever have in town. And we're going to have $5 garage beer pints and garage beer lime drafts all day. We'll have your 12 packs to go. We need y'all to show up and show some love to Garage Beer so that we can continue to fund Bear's lavish lifestyle. And we're going to be partnering with Tailgating for a Cause to give away a 4-pack of passes to the TFAC tailgate at Circle Park, complete with food, beverages, and TVs for early game watching. It is a complete tailgating experience like none other. So come by and get registered for that. Tailgating for a Cause, and we'll tell you more about what the cause is as we get closer to the live show. Again, that's a week from tomorrow, Football Friday at Trailhead Beer Market, courtesy of Garage Beer. Jamie is next. Good afternoon, Jamie.
Russ, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Doing good. I'll be quick. Listening to Mark on the drive, it got me thinking. He's talking about how we took over Mississippi State and Ohio State Stadium, and it got me thinking, revisiting this Nike Adidas thing. And I just want to get y'all's thoughts on this. How is it that is this who dropped the ball here? I mean, it's looking at this outside of UT orange colored glasses. We are the poop. We are the poop. We're the crap. Everybody wants to watch us. Every time we're on TV, we're the most watched game. Every time we go to a stadium, we take it over. How is it that we let Nike tell us, hey, we don't think you're good enough for Nike? How did that even happen?
You can't force a entity like that, a big corporate entity like that to give you money. And
no, but do you see my point is like, hey man, we coming in into this negotiation.
Jamie, why not be thankful that Adidas did recognize that we were one of the preeminent brands in college sports and are rewarding us handsomely for it?
I can do that. We can do both. My curiosity is to how we were able to let them tell us that we just don't, rise to the level of, the other schools, even though it's documented. It's not orange colored glasses. Every time Tennessee's involved in anything, we sell it out, we take it over.
I don't know that it was so much that, Jamie, as it was Nike saying, hey, I don't think they made any value judgment on Tennessee. I think they're making a value judgment on college athletics.
And spread pretty thin now.
Well, their model. So, I mean, you've seen Penn State jump, and we hear rumors that USC and LSU are considering jumping as well.
Okay.
So I don't think it's like them devaluing any of those other brands either. It sounds like they're not getting out of the college game, but maybe kind of getting out of the college game. And Adidas maybe sees this as an opportunity to move in. So, and all these athletics directors are desperate. They're desperate for cash. And so they're going to take, like, they don't care about the brand or anything. They're just going to take whatever pays them the most.
Well, that makes more sense. Because I was under the impression till just now, Russ, that it was just like, they're still paying Penn State and LSU monstrous amount of money.
Well, they're paying Texas and Ohio State monstrous amounts of money, but we'll see if that continues.
Yeah, that was just got me thinking. I've cooled off on it a little bit. I'm starting to see the positives of it and the recruiting. So that made me think. I was enjoying Mark Nagy on. I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate the phone call. Stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. The real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is BoKnowsHouses.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Thursday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning into the show today. No Bob Baskerville, no Walker Smith. Just me and Bear. And our good Cuddy.
Hello, Bodie.
Cody McClure filling in at the top 5 at 5 this afternoon. Brought to you by our friends over at ECR, Total Landscapes. Free stump grinding over at ECR if you mentioned Fan Run. All right, Cody, I feel like aside from you and Bear just coming off on Nick Saban's charity, the top 4 went pretty well. See if we can hold it together here at the top 5 at 5. What do you got?
Well, we'll try not to derail the train here. Let's start with some women's basketball. How about that, Russ? Caitlin Clark.
Let's do it.
Caitlin Clark says that the points made by Napheesa Collier about the WNBA's leadership were valid. Caitlin Clark agreeing with many of the things Collier said she made a lot of very valid points. I'm sure you saw a day or two ago.
Oh, yeah. Don't miss anything.
The Minnesota Lynx star ripped WNBA's leadership.
I'm sorry. Who is this? Caitlin Clark?
No. Napheesa Collier.
Who the hell is that?
She's one of the top players in the WNBA.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, big star. Big star. She basically went scorched earth on the WNBA leadership, saying that, everything about the game is good. The players are good. It's really got a lot of momentum. Leadership? Well, she said that basically WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert was just not a good leader. She said she repeated some of the comments that she said about Caitlin Clark and said Caitlin Clark should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't be making anything.
Duh.
That's what the commissioner said, but the players had a real problem with those comments.
Why?
They said Engelbert was, she wasn't doing a good job as a leader. She wasn't advocating for them as players. But now
the feminization of sports is just funny. Oh, you make a lot of good points. Well, I feel you. I hear what you're saying and all this stuff. Like you never hear stuff like this about like Major League Baseball or something. It's just like, the commissioner's kind of a jerk. We don't like him, but it's never. Oh, I agree with. I hear what you're saying and I feel your pain and all this stuff. It's funny to me, but no, I mean like. Caitlin Clark has been good for women's basketball. There's no doubt about it. I love how jealous they get. It was good. Clark. It was good before Caitlin came along. Like, no, it wasn't. Nobody watches it.
No,
unless Caitlin Clark is there.
They really don't. But
I still don't watch it.
No, I don't either. But the headline here is, WNBA players ultimately support Collier's comments in ripping the league. After she blasted,
feeds him, huh?
She blasted them. Yeah.
Blasted them. Wow.
She went as far as to say that Kathy Engelbert was negligent in her governance of the league.
Good Lord.
Yeah, she really went after her. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen this yet. It was a big story. And
I saw it. I was aware of it, but
I'm
I
surprised that we haven't seen the big story of the WNBA.
Yeah,
but I really didn't open it up. I know that the one coach that's now suspended for going on a profanity-laced tirade in her presser and thrown out of the game. Can't remember what the gal's name is.
Oh, so they're I'm sorry. I did not understand the premise of the comment. They're saying that the commissioner is saying, oh, like Caitlin Clark would be nothing without the platform we give her.
Right.
And the players are like, no, actually, she kind of she's brought a lot of eyeballs and attention to our sport when nobody was paying attention to it. Because that's kind of like the opposite. Like everything I hear is like they're all jealous of her and it's the big Mean Girls Club. And
yeah, that's kind of what I hear too.
This is like the opposite of that.
Yeah,
they're rallying to Caitlin Clark because the commissioner said something that's kind of dumb.
That is how it seems. Yeah.
I mean, it's like anything, you know. It's fine for us to trash each other, but if somebody else said something ugly about one of us, I feel like we'd all turn on them.
Well, sticking with basketball here, Shaquille O'Neal has threatened to date a TikToker's mom and give him a brother after the a TikToker said that Shaq was dating Sophie Rain, and I don't know if you're familiar with Sophie Rain. I'm not really familiar with her either. She's one of these adult film type of girls.
Oh,
she's an OnlyFans star.
For lack of a better
porn
word.
star.
Yeah, lack of a better term. Yeah, that could be. But Shaq is not a fan of the speculation. The two were spotted in a club together, Shaquille O'Neal and this Sophie Rain, who is a 21-year-old OnlyFans model.
She's
Shaq,
like 4'8".
Is she? Do you
She's
know a lot
short.
about her?
No, I've just seen her.
You've seen her?
Yeah, you seem to. You can act like you haven't, big boy.
I saw the thing going around.
I'm looking at her right now. I've never seen this girl before in my life.
But you'll be seeing more of her soon.
I've never heard her described as a porn star.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily that she's a porn star. You know that you don't have to show everything on it. She could just be posting tasteful.
I'm not trying to pretend like I'm better than I've seen all sorts of depraved things on the internet.
Sure.
I've never been on OnlyFans. Like not once. I've never been to I wouldn't even. I guess you go to OnlyFans.com.
Yeah. Yeah, well, speak for yourself. But
I just can't imagine paying for something that's free.
It's I
think
you
have to pay for it, right? You have to pay to see anything on. Is there like OnlyFans Lite that's free or something that you?
I think what the deal is, and this is somebody told me this. I would know,
You
but
guys are such
I think what
liars.
the deal is that you kind of, when it's one person you're paying for, you kind of develop more of a
a relationship.
Not a relationship,
That's so pathetic.
but you see multiple things, multiple angles. There's different levels of.
That's so pathetic.
It is. It is.
These young men. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys, just get off of your phone and go out there in the world. What do you like? It's man. It's so.
You ever looked up how much she's worth?
Probably a lot of money if I had to guess.
And so anyway, Shaq is.
So the two were spotted at a Las Vegas nightclub together. So this TikToker went on and did this whole thing about, the age difference is a little uncomfy feeling, if I'm completely honest, especially when he's a 53-year-old showing up to a 21-year-old's birthday. Shaq shut it down. He denied that he was romantically involved with Sophie Rain, writing in the comments of this TikToker's post, I don't doll that young, but I don't doll that young. I'm trying to translate this. Shaq saying, I don't go that young, but I will date your mom and give you a brother. That's what he told this TikToker.
He's been hanging out with Chuck too much.
Yeah. Apparently, Sophie was just having a party. There was a DJ at the Encore
So he's not
Beach
really
Club.
dating the sort of porn star.
Right. There were apparently there were other celebrities there who had attended and made an appearance, and there just happened to be a photo.
Sophie
surface.
Rain, is that her real name?
I doubt it. I can't say for certain, but I doubt it. In college football news, and I guess other college sports, if you're interested, the Big Ten is in discussions about a private capital deal that would infuse at least $2 billion into the league. Billion with a B. And its schools, sources told ESPN Wednesday. That would include a 10-year extension of the league's grant of rights until 2046 to ensure long-term stability in the Big Ten. So private equity,
yep,
$2 billion.
Feels inevitable, doesn't it? They're taking Adidas's money. We'll take Pilot's money. We'll take anybody's money. Like these athletics directors, there's no
Saudis. Like you were talking about with the comedians, you know? I mean,
yeah, maybe. Would you take like a just massive investment? Like you are going to have the biggest recruiting budget for all sports, all your coaches, anything they need to pay players, to have the nicest facilities, everything. If you knew that was blood money, that's coming from a regime that these are the people that took that Khashoggi guy and hacked him up and stuffed him in a suitcase.
Would I take it as a fan, or would I take it if I'm Danny White?
Either.
I mean, I'm taking the money.
You're taking the money?
As a fan, especially. I don't care where the money comes from as a fan. Now, if I'm the athletics director or someone in charge of one of these big organizations, it might be different.
So you take money from the Saudis?
Would you?
Yeah, I'd wear one of those headdresses.
Saudi Arabia, the public investment fund.
We would do the drive wearing those long robes and everything.
The people that they chop off heads, throw bodies off roofs, make women wear bags, all that stuff. They're doing
Burkas is what those bags
a live show, The Drive, live in Riyadh. You get $100,000 if you go.
I don't know.
You would just go?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
You just said you would.
Well, I thought about the fact that they did do 9/11. That, Pete Davidson's caught hell over that.
$1 million. You wouldn't go for $1 million? What if you pass that up and you have all your principle and your integrity, which is
right,
like,
and you and Cody go over there and get paid?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, your principle and integrity is full of, I would say, some mild contradictions through the years, but we won't get into that. But I'm just saying, like, what if you took that? Cody and I went, we both got $1 million. We're driving around new Jags and everything, like doing the thing, living the life, and then you got to heaven. You die, you go up to heaven, the pearly gates, and God's like, you should have taken that money, bro. 9/11 was an inside job.
That's my hope.
You'd be like, damn it.
Probably, but I don't think it was an inside job. It was a Saudi. That was a Saudi renegade part of the Saudi royal family did 9/11. Nobody wants to admit it.
My hope is that when we die, we get all the answers, but that probably won't be the case.
I think it's a big sleep.
Number 4, Tennessee basketball commit Nate Ament. Do you guys already talk about this? He's now the number 1. Okay. I got a different one if you want to. Lane Kiffin says dynasties are over for the SEC.
Yeah, we did that too.
Oh, okay. Well, a Vol duo is recognized on the Maxwell Award midseason watch list.
Did not do that one.
Joey Aguilar and Chris Brazel.
And that's college football's most outstanding player or best player, which is not much different from the Heisman, but it kind of is.
The Maxwell is like, I've never really understood why there's multiple awards.
It's the Heisman Trophy's bastard stepbrother.
It honors the college football player of the year and is considered one of the most prestigious individual awards in the sport. Yeah, been presented annually since 1937. So
for Joey
Brazel and Brazel, earned spots on the mid-season watch list. And then number 5, I have a message from 50 Cent to the judge in the Diddy trial. Ooh, if you're interested in that,
I am.
50 Cent tells the judge Diddy will create a baby oil shortage if you let him out.
50 Cent said that to the judge?
Yes.
Why is 50 Cent talking to the judge?
He shared a message to the judge that
on
he wrote to Judge Submaranian about Diddy.
do you think the judge looks at this like, oh, 50 Cent weighed in? Like, I got to.
I think
just
it's
a
more
joke.
that 50 Cent's not going to pass up a chance. He apparently hates Diddy.
They have a long-standing feud.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the main message is if you let Diddy out, there will be a baby oil shortage, and that's no good because the babies need it.
Apparently, 50 Cent was one of the first people to out, going way back to say something about Diddy's not really a good guy. And nobody believed him at the time.
Diddy, a bit of a rascal, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of a knucklehead.
Not a good guy.
Yeah.
I want to go back a minute. You said when you die, you get all the answers.
That would be my hope. That's my hope for when
you
we
hope
die.
like God sits you down in a room, or do you think that it's just like boom, like in the Matrix, boom, you just know everything. You're dead now, and so you've got it, all the information that ever was. Like you're just aware of it.
That's my hope. It's like, we all have these questions.
Yeah.
Oh, how vast is the universe? Is there extraterrestrial life? Which, of course, there is. Are ghosts real? Was 9/11 an inside job? All these things that we have questions about.
And you just like, that's kind of what I hope, is that you just instantly possess all this knowledge without any judgment about it. Like you don't even feel anything. It's just like, everything, and it's okay.
That's what I hope. When you die, you get all the answers. But the trade-off is you can't share them because you did. So
everybody knows them. Like there's there is no everybody anymore. We're just whatever. Like we're all part of the universe and we know everything, and it's
a corporal.
It's all
being
good.
Or something.
And I'd like to know how it all started. The universe.
That'd be good.
Who was closer, the religious or the scientists, or was a little bit of both true? Like. Was there a thing with us and the apes, but actually God created it first? But like,
what if we get there and they're like, sorry, the Muslims were right.
See ya. That would suck. That would suck. Yeah.
I always wonder about what about like all the bad things you did that you never told anybody? Like,
they really going to make you watch it?
No. Like, does everybody know? Like you get to like your dad's waiting there. He's like, oh, so I saw that thing you did. Or like you're hiding like a terrible secret from your wife. Like you killed a couple of people back in the late 90s or something. You just
kept on driving.
Yeah. Like you get there like, oh, I didn't know you were a mass murderer.
I thought I saw a man's hair crumpled in the front bumper, but I didn't want to say anything.
I always wonder about that.
Like if your grandma was watching you back when you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Find out all the freaky stuff grandma was doing.
There you go.
Nobody wants to know about that,
No.
But you find out every single thing about everybody who's up there.
Yeah.
With you. Yeah. Dad really did have a thing with the mailman, huh? We thought it was all speculation.
I think I'm in pretty good shape, but there's a couple of things that, I'm keeping to myself.
Yeah. Nobody's proud of everything, Yeah.
People finally know the entire truth about the red button incident.
I thought the dog was dead after I ran over him. I didn't know he bled out. Yeah.
Answers. That's what we all want, I think.
My guess has always just been
mysteries.
that it goes back to like it was before you were born. Like, you were born, 1980 or so?
Mm-hmm.
If I asked you, hey, Russ, tell me about 1976, you'd be like, because you weren't here. That's kind of what I assume happens.
It was our country's bicentennial.
Yeah, right. But, you didn't experience it is what I'm
Not
saying.
firsthand.
Right.
Next year, 250 years of the good old US of A. They're going to have big celebrations and everything.
Yeah.
250.
I'm looking forward
halfway to 500.
I'm sure they'll have your boy up there singing that stupid song.
Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to be like that?
You like that song, Cody?
Which Lee Greenwood?
Yeah.
Spirit in the Sky? Or no, it's
Norman Greenbaum.
Norman Greenbaum, yeah. God Bless the USA. It tickles me a little bit. It gives me a little bit of a tingle when I hear it.
You
I
think
know
we'll
it's
make
just
it
him pandering to us.
You think
but,
we'll make it another 250? You think America
no,
makes
absolutely not. Absolutely,
I don't
not.
either.
No, I'd say the chances are less than 1%.
I don't either. I think humanity is just going to be so different with AI and everything. Like, I don't even think we'll want like countries. It's just going to be weird. I don't.
Are you guys worried about AI?
Yeah, AI is a big concern.
I'm not. Like, I don't think it's going to kill us or everything, but I think it's going to change people and just humanity for like, I think it's just we're going to merge with AI as people and the machines are going to be the same thing. And it's just, is going to blow people's mind. Like life is going to be very different in 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, especially 250.
We'll be gone.
Yeah, but most likely, unless there's some real advances in medicine between now and then.
I don't think me and you could. There'd be enough advances.
People tuning into the show
Rest,
like,
maybe.
what the hell are these guys talking about, man? What happened to the drive?
Yeah.
They were talking about Tony Vitello yesterday.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get when you
Now
bring
they're
me in
talking
here.
about what happens when you die.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about, you know. Everybody listening to this show is going to die. Some of you
None of us
sooner than
gets
others.
none of us gets out of this thing alive.
That's right. Yeah. So
R.I.P. Jane Goodall.
Yeah. Speaking of people who died, yeah, she finally went to be with the gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Harambe in the sky together, just holding hands.
I look forward to
Playing
meeting
harps.
Jane Goodall or her spirit.
Yeah. Who do you want to
in
meet
the
the
afterlife?
most?
In the afterlife?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go direct family members, right? Like your grandparents. You want to like famous people. You want to Jesus? Like Jesus would have a lot of answers. I think
that'd be a good
That's
one.
the first person like you hope to see. The
I'd say probably Keith Richards first.
I was
for
going to say
me, and
John
then-
Lennon.
and then probably Jesus after that.
Jesus and then John Lennon.
You said John Lennon.
And then Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys are you just
Keith
dumb.
Moon, actually.
You're just dumb. Keith Moon. How do you know Keith Moon is there? He might be in the other place.
God's gotta love having a good time. If you love having a good time, you get Keith Moon's available. He's there partying with you.
Dressed up like Hitler.
Yeah.
Might have been canceled. He might be with Hitler. Keith Moon and Hitler.
What if you get up there and just everybody has that mustache that Hitler had? And it's just like accepted there.
That was apparently a popular, very, very popular mustache style before.
I think
Can't wear it now.
I
No.
think you guys should bring it back. I think the two of you. If you both do it, it won't be weird for just one of you.
Isn't it crazy that alone is just so synonymous with him? Like if you just decided tomorrow, hey, I think I'll rock this short square mustache, and then people are just gonna say Nazi.
Well, yeah, even now, almost 100 years on, like that's the kind of hold that guy had.
Yeah.
Magic Mike says Bear hasn't seen the photos. He just reads the articles of
Magic
what's
Mike
her
said
name?
he's a real
Sophie
funny
Rain.
guy.
Sophie Rain.
Yeah, he's read the articles.
She is worth $82 million. She's what, 21 now? Barely.
No, we're doing it wrong, man.
Could you imagine
having $82 million? Yeah,
Just for being
I
hot?
daydreamed it. Not for being hot. I figured I'd have to invent something. Or
You don't think she's hot?
I'm not hot.
No, but if you looked like her, do you think Sophie Rain is hot?
She's a pretty girl. Yeah.
So you have seen her.
Yeah, I've not denied seeing her.
If you grow that Hitler mustache, you might have a chance.
I don't think
Here she's
so.
into it. Stay with us. The drive continues. It's Fan Run Radio. Back with more after this.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM.
Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app.
This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Ready to launch your career? Axel Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axel proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axel, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Whether you're heading to work, taking the kids to school, or planning your next road trip, your car needs to be ready for the ride. Hi, I'm Russell Smith, and I've been a customer at Matlock Tire and Auto Service for about as long as I've been driving. For me, it all comes down to trust. Look, I'm not a car guy, and I just don't want to get taken advantage of on car maintenance costs. Matlock Tire Service is a family-owned and operated business, and they wouldn't have made it this long if they hadn't been providing trustworthy service you can depend on. They're the home of the price match guarantee, which means you can bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. I've bought a lot of tires at Matlock over the years, and I always go there for my oil changes. You should too. They've got locations in Farragut, Hardin Valley, Lenoir City, Maryville, and Athens. Visit their website, matlocktireservice.com, to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Honest service, quality work, dependable care. Matlock Tire and Auto Service.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Good afternoon. It's starting to build over here on 275 going northbound. As you continue north of town, watch for a little bit of radar. Times up 75 around that Rocky Top exit through that stretch of Anderson County. Busy now on Tazewell Pike going outbound. That's only going to get heavier in the next few minutes. All that traffic this time of day headed out towards the Gibbs area. If your check engine light comes on, Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Jay Cutler is a free man. His time in prison has come to an end. Former Bears quarterback was sentenced to 4 days in jail as part of a plea for misdemeanor DUI, but got out serving 3 days. Good behavior, I suppose.
What was he in jail for again?
DUI. Remember,
DUI.
we talked about, like, he had a gun and he was pled guilty last month to one charge of driving under the influence in a Tennessee courtroom. The deal dismissed a weapon possession charge, though he must forfeit his gun. He was arrested after allegedly hitting the back of another vehicle last October in Franklin. Officers said he was slurring his speech and refused to participate in field sobriety tests. Found a rifle and a loaded pistol in his truck.
And he was drunk. So I saw somebody photoshopped his mugshot, put a cigarette in his mouth. Smoking
Jay Cutler. Yeah. It was a good meme back in the day. Hopefully he gets his act together. Can't be doing that, Jay. Very dangerous.
Is he still married to that gal? What was her name? Kristen Calavari?
I don't know. Meanwhile, a 47-year-old Chinese national has pleaded guilty in Britain to a multi-billion-dollar Bitcoin scheme. Police said it was possibly the world's largest cryptocurrency seizure, with more than $7.3 billion worth of crypto. Metropolitan Police said Jimin Kwan, no fixed address, pled guilty Monday to charges of acquiring criminal property and possessing criminal property, with the property in both offenses being cryptocurrency.
Can I make a confession?
You have no idea what cryptocurrency is?
I don't know how it works, like the mining stuff and all
Nobody
that.
does. Nobody really does. I do have a friend who's not really a friend anymore, like a guy I knew in high school,
Into
like
it.
some of my friends who got in early, and he's like a multimillionaire now and just has like a farm in the Bahamas, and he's just living the life.
God, if you go back and
yeah.
Well, there's a guy. Everybody's seen the guy that apparently paid like $500 million for Pizza Hut for his sons. He used Bitcoin to pay for the pizza delivery back in the day.
Oh, and if he had just kept it, it would have been.
It'd be worth like almost $1 billion.
I mean, I know I'm not smart enough to understand like the stock market. So I know I'm not smart enough to understand Bitcoin,
like when to get out.
So I just have like I just do the traditional stuff.
You work a job, raise your family, live
keep my
right.
money in my mattress, and a couple of gold bars. Oh yeah,
I'm diversified.
You got money in mattress, money in your trunk,
money in the
money
backyard,
buried in the backyard in tin cans.
Yeah, I'll be like Uncle June.
You have a very diversified portfolio. That is the docket. It's brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Check them out online at jrglawtn.com. If you find yourself in need of legal advice, give Jerry a call. Set up a free consultation. Doesn't cost anything to talk about your case with him, whatever you're facing, whether it's bankruptcy, whether it's divorce, whether you're going through DUI, personal injury case, anything like that. The phone call is free. The advice is free. So what do you have to lose? Give Jerry a call today, 865-801-9250. Tell him I sent you, 801-9250, the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Online at jrglawtn.com. Remember that website, jrglawtn.com. Legal expertise you can rely on. Westchester is next. Hello, Westchester.
Gentlemen, how are we doing? Hey, before getting to my call, Bear, no one understands mining for Bitcoin. No, it makes turning on a computer and money magically popping up makes about as much sense to me as sticking your head in a hat and reading plates.
Well, the only thing I do know about it apparently when they got like those server farms that do it, it uses like a massive amount of electricity because there was some like juveniles, these smart kids, and they figured it out, but they had like tapped directly into the main grid. It's a wonder they didn't kill themselves. People have done that before.
Looks like the Tigers are going to beat the Guardians. I'm so happy, man. I wanted – I hate seeing a team like that just melt the way they did and blow a big lead. So unless they're up 6-1 in the 8th inning. So they've got to get through two more here, but they would be on to face, I believe, Seattle. The winner of your series goes to play the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
You have
wonder if
no
we're going
clue.
to get the win tonight.
Cubs, Padres, scoreless in the second inning up there at Wrigley.
Who are you rooting for there? The Fighting Stevies or Padres?
Yeah. Pseudo Cubs fan from way back in the day. Oh, Cubbies.
You think we might get back to my call now?
Yeah, if we have to.
I appreciate it. So it's a little bit more interesting than what y'all have been talking about for the last 30 minutes. But guys, greetings. My first time at Heritage High School tonight. I will tell you this.
We're gonna go from our show to your creepy high school hanging out behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this, Westchester. Heritage is one of my favorite places to watch high school football in all of East Tennessee.
It's gorgeous.
Just a beautiful setting right there in Townsend, the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains.
So far, I think it's a little overrated. It's not the prettiest place I've seen yet, but I haven't made it into the actual stadium to see the view from there.
Okay.
But Seymour was actually prettier so far than this is. But we'll see.
Seymour's very nice
see.
as well, yes.
I also get to see Broadway Barbers William Blunt Governors play for the first time in my life tonight, so that'll be fun. So that'll be a good game, a nice 5A, 4A neighborhood matchup, if you will. Not quite neighborhood, but, battle of someone in Blount County, I guess. I don't know. both teams are still alive for the playoffs at this point. Obviously, this game has no implication on that for either teams, but I'm sure it means a lot with the cross-county rival. Unlike West, William Blount is still in the 5A Region 2 playoff chase, so that's going to be an exciting battle. It'll wrap up. Well, it won't actually. That won't wrap up until week 10 because there's still quite a bit left to play over there. Central's got some answers to answer some questions about whether or not they really want to make it or not, and we'll go from there. But guys, it should be an exciting weekend of a couple days of high school football, much better than what the colleges are putting out this weekend. There's only a couple games that are worth watching, I think. I think the Big Two doesn't even have anything interesting, and a couple SEC games of note. But it's baseball playoff time for people that care about that, I guess. Did I hear? I'm so out of it. Did I hear you say that the Yankees actually did make the playoffs?
Yeah, they're playing the Red Sox.
Yeah, game 3.
Oh wow,
big series.
That is a big series. All right, who's the favorites to make the World Series at this point?
I guess you would have to start with the two teams that had the byes. It would be the Blue Jays and the Mariners in the AL, and then the Phillies and the Brewers, the best record in baseball in the NL.
Exciting stuff. Guys, I'll let you get back to it. I will call you tomorrow from Russ's former grounds of the Bach tree, and have a good show.
Thank you, Wes. Was he trying to say he's going to 3300 Sutherland Avenue tomorrow?
I have a hard time following him sometimes.
I think West is playing. I think Bill Clinton tomorrow. The Dragons.
Dragons are rolling into 3300.
Which is funny because Bill Clinton slayed a few dragons back in the day. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Roberto is next. What's up, Roberto?
Afternoon, gents.
Yeah.
Is Cody still with you?
He's not.
Oh man, I really and truly, I was actually wanting to talk to the three of you, but I find you two to be reasonably intelligent and well thought out guys. So I have a question for you. First of all, I have a statement, and that is: have you ever heard of the big jumbotron in the sky doctrine? Like all your sins are going to be laid bare for the world to see.
For everybody who's ever lived, is going to know every awful thing I've ever done.
Just to watch it, right?
Man. That's intimidating, Roberto. That's not going to go well for me, but I feel like it's going to go. I feel like I'd be right in the middle. I feel like I'd be upper tier, upper half of humanity.
Yeah, I mean, I think
nowhere near the top.
I think Bear would too, for the record.
Nowhere near the top, but I feel like I'd be in the upper half.
Yeah, I probably won't be, but I'll be there. I'll be attending.
Yeah, I feel like we're all in the same neighborhood here.
Yeah, I think so. But this is one I was wanting to run by Cody because he kind of, I think your man thinks outside the box. By the way, the first time I ever had a Zen, I've partaken my fair share of nicotine in my life. But the first time I had a Zen was last year when we had that snowstorm, and I was shoveling my driveway. And the next thing I know on the video at my house, it's me doubled over in the driveway, almost puking my guts out. That thing had me spinning like you wouldn't believe. Those things are strong. Okay.
I don't need that.
It's like legitimately 4 times as strong as a cigarette. A single Zen.
I don't need that.
Just a heads up.
I don't need that.
Should have done the research. Have you done your research? I didn't do the research. Made a mistake.
We do our research. Have you done your research?
Bear, I'd love your thoughts on this too.
Yes.
Have you heard the theory that aliens, because Cody was mentioned aliens, have you heard the theory that aliens are actually demons made present in the world to explain away the rapture?
No, I had a theory. I've heard the theory that aliens are not aliens; they're just time travelers.
Interesting. I've not heard this one. I'm going to look that up and get behind that.
Yeah.
What about you, Russ? Where do you fall out on aliens or demons meant to explain away the rapture?
I don't even really know what that statement means, by the way.
Like, I don't know either.
Like people ascending into the sky, as it says.
Yeah.
In Revelation. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just a thought to put out there into the world. Why not, right?
I don't know. I'm a alien agnostic. I just don't know. I kind of doubt it.
Either. That's me.
I kind of doubt it, but I don't completely write it off. You don't know.
Sticking with you on this, Russ. We're right in the middle again. Look at us. You know, it's only the fringes that separate us, guys. It's only the 10% on the fringes. The 80% in the middle are all the same. So as far as Tennessee football, is it nice to see our boys finally getting some recognition?
Yeah.
I mean, like Brazel being on the Biletnikoff finally, and I know Joey's on the Latino, football player of the year, but at least it's something. Because
really, that's a thing.
Yeah, he got put in there
him and
today.
Pavia.
Pavia Latino? I thought he was Italian.
You serious? You joking? No. Well, anyways, it's nice to see the boys getting some recognition. And I wonder this weekend, guys, Florida getting 7.5 at home. Do we feel good about this? I'm about to lay some money on them, I think. Like, am I about to lose some money, Russ?
I bet your whole mortgage on it.
I'm sorry, on who? What's your bet?
Florida covering 7.5 at home.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Bet the kids' college fund.
I can't wait to see what the Sheik has to say about that tomorrow. That's all I'll say, because I don't have a strong feeling on that way. Florida's just both of those teams are so unknown, man. Like, who are those teams? I know we all think Florida sucks, but they've got talent. You've seen their blue chip ratio, man. It's high.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I'm not sure Arch is that good, and I think Florida's defense is that good. I'd say the under, whatever it is, I'd probably play that too. But just looking at it, this is maybe the one thing that stands out to me is I heard it said once, I think it was on your very airways, that Billy Napier will have you in every single game that you play as Florida's coach. And that's not necessarily a good thing.
It works both ways, huh?
Yeah, but in this case, I think it is. I think it's going to be real interesting down in the swamp this weekend. I'm not sure Texas is very good. Their defense is elite. They have the best defense in the country. But I'm just not sure Arch is who everybody wants him to be. You said you can't wait for a Manning and Orange to win in the swamp. I think you might be waiting, Russ.
Be waiting
until
right,
Marshall
guys,
gets here.
Thanks, Roberto. Appreciate it.
That's what I think, Russ.
What do you think?
I think we may be waiting until Marshall Manning wearing the orange.
Yeah, but you also thought Diego Pavia was Italian.
Pavia?
How am I supposed to take anything you say? So you thought he was Italian? Like he was just another long
I wasn't sure.
List of
his
Italian
last name ends with a vowel.
And he's from New Mexico.
Yeah, now that you're bringing that up,
see
I'm
that
seeing
guy
some
like
faults in my logic. My logic jumps.
You thought he was Italian.
I thought there was a possibility.
What does that mean? You thought it was like
I didn't know what his nationality was. I didn't realize he was Latino. Why do you people have to group people according to their race, creed, color, religion?
Yeah, I'm gonna because you don't see color. You're just so much more high-minded than the rest of us.
Basically,
I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna really blow your mind now. Joey Aguilar is Latino as well.
He's Puerto Rican, which means he's an American. Okay, get it straight, bud.
You either you see the stuff or you don't. Which is it?
I don't. But I knew Aguilar was.
Pavia is a Italian. That's going to be hard to top this week.
Pavarotti. It's very similar.
Oh yeah, it's very similar. I mean, they both start with P.
Pavia, Pavarotti,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just missing a couple of syllables.
Yeah, a bunch of letters. Other than that, it's the exact same thing. Because whenever I see him and see him speak and see him play football, I think that is a soaring tenor if I've ever seen one.
Sure.
865-966-3435, your phone number. Get on the show this afternoon. Call or text The Drive, 865-966-3435. 888-866-3435. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers. Rogers led the Panthers to a 42-35 win over Central last week, accounting for over 400 yards of total offense, with 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns, as Powell remained unbeaten on the season. Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for FanRun Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys, and we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Back here on the Drive, Fan Run Radio, wrapping up on a Thursday afternoon. Alert listener David sending in Oregon's schedule. When does Oregon lose a game? The Ducks are 5-0. Here's the rest of their schedule. They play 8th-ranked Indiana a week from Saturday. They're off this week.
They ain't losing to Indiana. No offense to Bob.
At Rutgers.
Not losing that one.
At home against Wisconsin.
Nope.
At Iowa. At home against Minnesota.
No.
At home against USC.
Probably not.
And then at Washington. The game against Indiana is their last game against a team that is currently ranked.
How do they dodge Ohio State and Michigan?
I guess they're in the Legends division, or is it the Leaders?
I don't know. They still do that?
No, they got rid of the divisions just like we did. But no, I mean, when you got 18 teams in your league and you play 9 games, then you're only going to be playing half the teams. So you've got a 50% chance of catching anybody, I guess.
Well, the Big Ten has really hoodwinked everybody
into thinking they're a real league.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, what do you think Tennessee with our team this year would go playing Oregon's schedule? The only tough game would probably be maybe Indiana, maybe Penn State.
Oregon schedule?
Yeah.
I mean, at Penn State and Indiana are their hardest games.
10-2 at worst, unless, Heupel did the Heupel thing where he lost to somebody he shouldn't. Which hopefully after Mississippi State, we're done with that whole deal.
Yeah. The PA announcer at Florida A&M has apologized formally to Alabama State University during the matchup between Florida A&M and Alabama State, September 27th. The announcer, the PA guy, referred to the Alabama State dance team, the Honeybees, as, quote, the new face of Ozempic.
Ooh.
Comment was caught on camera and quickly went viral online. Joe Bullard, the veteran announcer for the Florida A&M Rattlers band, had to make a formal public apology.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Their dancers aren't like our dancers.
No. They're healthy
some big
girls.
gals.
They're healthy girls.
They're not healthy. They're very unhealthy.
Yeah.
They're the opposite of healthy.
Okay.
But they're dancing. They're getting their steps in. They're burning calories. I mean, if they're burning calories, I don't see what these broads are eating.
They look. I saw the video. I didn't hear.
I haven't seen the video. I'm looking at a picture right now. I would not describe these ladies as healthy.
Just kind of hurtful. Are you surprised that in almost 10 years I've not gone viral for anything other than spotting the Marlboro pack and the Camels?
Well, it's different. I mean, you say what you say in the anonymity of the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios, to use your word. It's a little bit different when they're standing right there and you say it to their face.
Yeah.
And then people tend to get mad. If you had said any of the comments that you typically say about the women's basketball team to Kim Caldwell or Holly Warlick or any women's basketball player, first of all, I know you well know, like you wouldn't say these things. And if you did, some of those gals would stuff you in a trash can, which would be hilarious.
Bring it on, Big Mama.
You think you can handle that gal that kicked in her girlfriend's door and went to town with her on a whatever she was doing?
Is that who it was? I don't want to falsely accuse somebody. I mean, honestly, yeah.
You think you could beat this gal in a fight?
Yeah. Even my old broken down.
She's like 6'2", 200 pounds and like phenomenal athletic shape.
I'm a man.
I mean, yeah, but you're
I'm
like
40.
No, you're not 40. If you were 40, I might give you a better chance. I mean, once upon a time, I think, yeah, you could handle her. I don't know in your current state.
I don't know. I'm 40.
Well, he apologized. That should be the end of it, right? We should
but you never know these days.
Country.
We're the most aggrieved. I mean, everybody on every side of every spectrum.
Good sincere apology should should smooth things over. A lot of talk about aliens. Alert listener Travis sent me this. Are you aware of our congressman, our representative here, Mr. Burchett, the interview he gave to UFO enthusiast, and I'm not making this up, Red Panda Koala, that has gone viral online this week?
Can they not? Are there not enough problems that these people need to be working on serious problems?
Well,
in our country,
Congressman Burchett says that aliens may be hiding underwater in several areas on Earth. Quote, what if these are entities that are here on Earth that have been on this Earth for who knows how long? We think they're coming in from way out. Maybe they did a millennial ago, but they're here. They're in these deep water areas, and that's why we're having a higher propensity of sightings around these 5 or 6 deep water areas.
Are there not more important things that he could be working on to represent, his district?
If he could prove it, you'd look pretty silly saying that. What's more important than that? The discovery of extraterrestrial life? I mean, that would be the single biggest discovery in the history of the universe.
I don't know.
Burchett said it's hard for him to explain the advanced technology the U.S. Navy has encountered undersea.
Anything like that, I'm more interested. I can't even remember what they call this thing. The interstellar object that's
the Tesseract.
No, that NASA's all up in the air about. It's a lot bigger. It's not behaving how an interstellar object, just a rock or a comet, should behave.
I think that's what he's talking about. Like he's saying that these sightings tend to happen in these areas of the ocean or above the ocean. Like they come out of the sea.
This is something coming from outside the solar system.
Well, sounds like you and Burchett are on the same path. Quitting time already? Oh, man. We got to get out of here, y'all. Matlock Tire, Hardin Valley tomorrow. Come on out and see us. For Bear, I'm Russell. Have a great evening.
The Drive.
Located in Knoxville's